crossed that everything will be okay.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
You can start the introductions, by the way, if you want.
I'll totally do that. All right. I think we're live. I hope we are. If not, then I fucked
It
up.
says off air.
Now we're on. So it seems like it's working. Okay, cool.
Is it?
Yeah.
It still says off air there.
It does it on mine too.
Well, yes, it's live on mine, so maybe you have to refresh the page.
Maybe. Okay. I don't want to though.
Well,
Ingrid, can you check the page to make sure we're online?
Oh yeah, we're alive. We're alive. Everything's fine.
We're live. It's fine. Nobody swore.
Okay, so welcome everyone to Fateful Fumble episode 2, No Place Called Home. We are, as you may know, a Dragon Age role-playing game podcast or live stream, whatever you want to call it. I am known as Pixie Dust Cosplay in the community, or Anita in, normal speak. And I'm playing the character of Valeth, the elven mage. Circle mage, actually. And I'll let my co-players introduce themselves.
Yes, my name is Tonya, also known as Anyasia Cosplay, and I play Ness, the escaped elven warrior.
Cool. Next.
Hello? Yeah. I'm on it. I just have to finish my dinner. No, I'm just kidding.
Munch. Nom nom nom.
I just came home from work, so I'm sorry, but I'm hungry. I'm Pharaoh, the elven rogue. Yeah. And my name is Sunniva in real life.
Also known as Annabella Cosplay.
Yeah. My brain just freezed for a moment.
Sample says, is it just me or is the sound a little low? It might be a little low on Tonya, so if she has any way of turning it up, because I can't do it in the live stream as it is right now, unfortunately.
I'm not sure if I can.
But you can try. Yeah, so we'll try to fix that and see how that works. I'm also going to see if we can make some of the music from tabletopaudio.com work. If we can get that in the background, that would be super cool.
That would be super cool.
Yeah, so I'm just
It would save me singing.
Yeah. I'm just going to go into the fantasy category and play something called Elven Glade. Let's see if... Let us know in the chat if there's any lyrics.
What is it with elves?
Or maybe it was Vampire's Castle, that's what I put on.
Ooh.
Apparently.
That's something nice.
I don't know if
good real estate.
Outside of my earbuds can hear this.
Namaste. So. I'm ready.
You're ready, you have tea.
I got my tank here to tea.
Yeah. So I'm just turning it off now just in case. Why won't it? Okay,
Don't worry, if it doesn't
the music works, but it's really loud.
Okay. I'll see if there's like a audio slider there. Maybe that's better. I've turned it out really, really low now, so we'll see if it works out. Okay, so maybe Rick, you could introduce yourself and maybe talk a little bit about what tonight's episode is going to be about, and maybe what we did last time for those who haven't seen it.
I will do. Hi everyone, my name's Rick. I am the poor ass GM who's been roped into this. It sounds so horrible. No, it is my honor and my utmost pleasure to torture these players with heinous monsters and impossible puzzles, etc., etc. Yeah, it's episode 2. The first one was mainly about getting to know the characters and just a little scenario off the bat to get us started. The group, while tracking Fennec, is a mysterious individual who they were trying to track down for some unknown reason. And at the last minute, when they finally get to him and he's still alive, they get a note identifying him as a Tevinter slaver who needs to be put down like a dog, which was a service provided by Ness, our resident psychopath, played by Tonya, who impaled him upside down, brutally murderized him. And then they found inside his belongings a rather odd-looking chest marked for for the Templars, which had a strange red miasma. Now, thankfully, the mage of the group, Valeth, identified it as "Please don't open." Unfortunately, the rather curious magpie of the group,
Not me.
no, not you, no. The rogue decided to touch it. We'll see how that goes for her.
No.
No,
I
she
just
sniffed
smelled
it.
it.
Sorry,
Smelled it.
sorry, you're right. You didn't touch it with a finger on the box. You went close and sniffed. Yes, that's all right. That's right. Thank you for correcting me.
Could have gone badly.
I could. It's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. I promise. Would I lie to you?
Right.
So in today's episode, we're going to follow the path back to the home base in Ostwick, which is part of the Free Marches, just south of Tevinter. God, I really want to drink now. And basically, they're going to go back home to home base and find out what all the big fuss is about.
Yeah. Cool. So before we start going, I thought I would go through the drinking game rules because we have a drinking game.
We do.
And if you go to our site, Fateful Fumble on Facebook, you can find the rules on in the photo album. And it goes as follows: Ye old Fateful Fumble drinking game. The rules are: every time the following happens, ye must drink. 1. The DM has to look up the rules. So if Rick ever has to look them up, then you have to take a drink. 2. Every time Sunniva, Cyril, the rogue, makes a high roll, because she gets that ridiculously often. 3. Every time Anita, Valeth, which is the elven mage, is condescending towards another character. That happens a lot too. Then you have to drink. And 4. Every time Tonya, who plays Ness, brutally murders someone or says something that could be construed as sexual innuendo. So them's the rules. You don't have to drink anything alcoholic, but it's a fun game to play while you're watching us be super awesome weirdos.
Yes, drink responsibly.
Yes.
Or at least make sure you're at home and safe.
Yes, exactly.
Why wouldn't you be at home watching this?
No, you're just on the bus drinking heavily.
I wouldn't have a chance if I was on a bus watching anything like this, because I would just die instantly, I think.
Sample says in the chat, "Shut up, woman, get on my horse." Best quote ever.
Yes! Oh, that's a good one.
You have to go back to episode 1 if you want the context for that, because we're not telling.
Nope, you got to put the work in.
Yeah.
There are some developments, by the way. I can basically, for example, show that Tonya and I believe that Sunniva meant to come in a cosplay, but she didn't have time since she's been working all day. But both Anita.
I've tried. I have the
Very
bangs, and I have like a green sort of elven.
Oh, you did more effort than I did. I wasn't even sure what I was meant to come as, but you can see that they're coming in cosplay this time. So they are their characters, especially Tonya, who even included the sword. Oh God.
Yes.
Oh.
Because we're heavy-duty cosplayers on the side too, so it comes in handy when we do this.
Yes.
Why not mix those overlapping skill sets?
Yes.
Are you happy now, Rick? I put on a Stark thing, even though it's another fandom. But yeah, it's a bracer.
I am of House Stark myself, obviously. So yeah,
Okay.
I can approve.
And also, just to have a sword, I can also just incorporate this lightsaber.
Yeah, you're really pushing your luck now.
Okay, sorry.
Use the fade, Luke. We've also got a wiki which is slowly being developed, which should actually have a bit of a better access for all of the background material, like the location stuffs, the story so far, character developments, etc. We're going to try and use that as a live book. I tried using Facebook, but apart from stealing your personal data and causing arguments, it's utterly useless. So we're not going to do that. And yeah, a lot of other developments that are coming along as we're playing and having fun. So watch this space. Are we ready to begin? Do you think? I think Tanya's doing a little dance.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Rangerov says that Tonya looks menacing. So.
I think that's what she was going for.
Yeah, that's what she was going for.
Definitely menacing.
And next time we will have introduction videos, hopefully, for each of our characters, so we just don't sit here talking awkwardly about ourselves.
Yeah. I'm like a level 13 warrior. I've got a really big stick that I like to kill things with.
Yeah.
Extra splinter damage. I
like to blow people's head up with arcane lance.
Wow, that was an amazing kill shot,
that
though.
was an amazing kill shot.
Yeah. That was... now you see him, now he gone!
Now you see parts of him
Yeah.
everywhere.
Bits of people everywhere. Yes.
Yeah, let's get started before we go on way too long.
Yeah. As we left our group last time, they were on their way back with a pack of horses on a trade cart with a number of really good materials in the back. You're currently in the Vimark Mountains, which are quite high up, and are like a crest between Kirkwall and Ostwick, just riding the coastline as it is. You're on the far more dangerous mountain path that goes between the two. There is the coastal road, which, despite the fact that it's currently undergoing a lot of coastal erosion, is largely regarded as being safer, because the Vimark Mountains tend to be infested with darkspawn, bandits, and the occasional crazy howler. All things have happened up in the Vimark. But you have a largely peaceful trip back. It takes you around 4 or 5 days of travel, actually, because the mountainous path is a bit of a problem with your horses and carts. A few things happen while you're en route as well. You notice, for example, that the sky itself seems in a very tumultuous mood. Clouds seem to race past you. Green lights flicker in the night sky, being almost like meteorites cast around the horizon, flying everywhere. One lands not too far away. As you watch it around a campfire, you can't help but notice that you can almost hear screams in the distance. You probably just put it off as some fox vixen calls or something, but it's very much an eerie night. Further up the road, you actually see a mourning Templar, or as a Templar who's sat by the road in full plate armor, crying his eyes out. He's sitting there as you approach. Next to him is a diminutive-looking elven mage who has had her throat cut, and he's just sitting next to her, crying his eyes out. It's a very unusual sight. This Templar human is tall, strong, and he's weeping uncontrollably. He doesn't even notice you as you approach.
Okay, there's a Templar crying on the side.
Anything you'd like to do?
Yeah, I stay in the back because...
I'm like poking Ness and be like, look at that weirdo.
Yeah, I'm like staying in the back of the pack because he's a Templar and I'm an escaped mage, so just gonna be inconspicuous as fuck.
Actually, quick roll. Would you mind rolling perception, please?
Alright.
That's 3 dice, right?
It's always 3 dice.
Yes.
Always. Except when it isn't.
Oh.
I rolled doubles. Does that count now, or?
There's actually no extra information you can get from this roll, so not really. It would have been great, but it's kind of wasted. What did everyone get?
That's a 15.
15?
9.
9. But you got seriously. Sonova, you notice that the mage in question has the owl symbol and the blue and silver robes of the Ostwick Circle.
Do you I'd poke Anita and be like, hey,
Valeth, there's no Anita here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you. That means everybody else needs to drink, by the way, because the condescending thing doesn't just apply to your character. It applies to everything you say.
Yes.
Just took a sip. Just automatic.
Anyways, Valeth, this guy is from the Circle of Ostwick. Do you know anything about that?
Hang on. on. Let me check if I do know anything about that.
Well, the bloody obvious is that Oswic's where you're heading towards.
That's where we're heading towards. Okay.
That's basically, yeah. The circle of Oswic has largely been regarded during the Templar Mage War that began a good few years ago as being quite neutral and lacking in much motivation to kill each other. So to see this site is a really bad, foreboding image.
Yeah, because I'm clearly not from Ostwick because, I'm not in my circle anymore.
Nope.
No, because I don't remember where we were. But okay, so I'll just share that in character. Well, what little I do know about Ostwick is that they've been pretty stable and neutral in the whole rebellion that has been going on. But this doesn't bode well if there's a Templar sitting on the road crying on the road to Ostwick. Something must have happened.
Yeah, but that means that he's on his weakest, right? So Ness can just take care of him if this goes wrong. So let's just go and say hi to him, right?
Are you sure that's a good idea? Shouldn't we just pass him by and ignore him?
But he's crying. We should, you know.
Yes, and that's not my problem.
I expect we're talking pretty loud now. Does he kind of notice us?
No, we're talking in like hushed, like, no, that's not my problem kind of voices.
Well, he just passed he just convincingly passed a perception check, so he's come to his senses, and he looks up at you, just bleary-eyed, blinking hard. His right hand, however, his gauntleted hand, is grasping for his double sword, his bastard sword to his right. And he's looking at you a bit warily.
Right. Are you alright, man? Can we help you?
I try to look innocent and smile.
I fear it's a bit too late. Unfortunately, I can't. I can't.
You can't what?
I can't do this anymore.
Do what?
Any of this is it's just too much. He turns to the body to his right and starts dry heaving a sob.
Is that was that a friend of yours?
She was. We were meant. We're just getting out, just getting away from everything that happened, and it's just. She just snapped. It just one day she just snapped. We
happened?
Well, there was a messenger. And he just came up on his horse, like, owned the bloody road, and just started screaming about the divine. And then next thing I know, she starts accusing me about some plot or anything. And then she starts conjuring, and my instincts kicked in, and I ended up cutting her from head to toe. I could.
Make her, damn it. Oh, now I feel sorry for him. I sit down and I, gently pat his back and like, there. It'll be fine. I'm sure.
I don't think so. Everything's gone to shit. He takes in a deep breath and it's like a...
And then let it out. And again, just, calm down and give us a... tell us everything in a slightly more not jumbled fashion.
He tries again, ends up just getting, having to blow his nose on a hanky.
Oh, he's not doing well.
But eventually he stands up, shaking on his feet. The armor seems very heavy on him at the moment. He doesn't seem to be very well focused. He ends up leaning on his sword almost, with the sharp point in the ground. You can't help but notice the dried blood that's already flaking away on the edge.
Yeah. So his friend that he, sliced into, is her body in, like, separate pieces, or...?
No, it takes a hell of a force to do that. Unfortunately, you're not going to get a refund on the clothing, that's for certain. She's taken a close, sharp-bladed hit from a bastard sword from her thigh up to her neck area here, so it's just a big welt of thick, viscous blood. It looks like the injury was caused literally an hour ago.
Yeah, so she was clearly a mage, though, right?
Oh yes, she had the robes and everything.
Well, since it's one of my kind, and I don't hate Templars, I understand why they're necessary.
Mm-hmm.
I turned to Firo and Ness and I asked them if perhaps, do you guys think we should bury her and maybe help him, take him closer to civilization?
Why should we bury her? We don't know her.
No, but it's very undignified if you would just leave her split in half in a ditch, isn't it?
Yeah, but shouldn't we like bring her back to the circle so they could, mourn or whatever?
But she's dead. They're not going to do anything. They're just going to either burn her and spread her ashes somewhere or put her in a ditch. I don't know.
Do whatever you please. You're the smart one, I guess.
You look like you've got a trade cart there. If you have a spare spade, I'd appreciate it. I could fix the rest myself.
We probably have a spare spade, but honestly, you don't seem to be in any state to do this on your own, so I will help as well as I can.
Actually,
Which means that I order Ness to do it.
I disagree. Manual labor is good for, whatever grief he feels, so let him spade his own grave.
I just don't feel like we should leave him alone like this. It just doesn't seem right.
What's your name, ma'am?
My name is Keth. I'm just a Templar, just a brother. I've only been at this for the last 2 years, and
Where's the rest of your friends?
Yeah, why were you on the road on your own?
Well, we just decided we'd had enough with everything back in Ostwick. It was just getting darker and darker. We thought, sod it, let's just go. I mean, we heard about rumors about the mage rebels getting organized, heading down to Redcliffe, and we thought I could at the very least see her to safety. I mean, that's my bloody job, isn't it? I mean, I'm a Templar. I'm meant to be guarding mages, even against themselves. They always seem to forget about everything else. Guarding against other mages or even other bloody Templars.
Yes, magic is a heady drug, I will tell you that.
But why did she go crazy and attack you?
You mean you haven't heard?
No, we're heading to Ostwick now. We haven't heard any or we haven't met anyone on the road.
Maker's arsehole.
What did you just say?
That's an image I could do without, but go on.
Do you know the divine Justinia? She basically has organised some appeasement, a conclave down at the temple. Where the ashes of Andraste herself are kept.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there was a explosion, and she and everyone else is dead.
What?
What?
So that's like all of the Templar leadership are dead. Most of the Mage Rebellion dead. Divine Justinia dead. Around God knows how many hundred souls just burned alive.
Why? What? How come we haven't heard before now?
I've been on a road for a while, so...
This is insane. Are you serious? They can't all be dead.
Guys?
What happened?
Guys?
Yes!
Out of roleplay here, the video has stopped. The live stream.
You kidding me?
No.
Oh, no.
How long has it been stopped for?
Not that long. It
No, just 2
stopped,
seconds.
Okay.
Why is it stopped?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Thanks for letting us know.
Okay, I'll just try to figure this out.
Here it goes again.
Yeah, it's going. It's probably just a lag or something.
Damn lag!
Yeah, because it says that everything's okay on the stream.
I'm glad. Just keep an eye on it, see if it's a problem.
Okay. So where did we get cut off?
It's the whole why didn't you know about it?
Yeah. Okay.
How long is it? They've sent messages. They have sent messages. I saw one on the way to Ostwick, and I'm terrified as what's going to happen when that message reaches Ostwick. I mean, all that peace, all that safety, all that calm. Forget it. It's going to be gone. I can't go back.
You have a job to do, don't you? You have sworn an oath to do your job as a Templar, so...
Yes, but I this is what happened to my circle, okay? The rebellion struck. Some were violent, some just chose to leave, and what's the point in staying behind if what you were supposed to guard doesn't exist anymore,
Yeah.
And if I figured if my circle didn't exist, then what was the point in staying? I understand. I don't blame him for this, is what I'm trying to say.
Can I get that spade, please?
Yes, of course. I hand it to him.
Awesome. He takes it in a grip that you see is white-knuckled. He hesitates for a second, and then, walking off the road, he goes into a bit of a mossy embankment where the ground is soft enough. He tests it a few times with the spade, and then starts flinging himself into the work. It seems that Ness was right about one thing. He's just venting out his frustrations.
Yeah.
Do you hang around to watch, or do you just leave?
I feel like I want to hang around and watch just
Okay.
because his friend was a fellow mage. And if I died like that in the middle of the road, I would like to have someone who would understand.
Yeah. It takes him about a good 45 minutes to finish the digging. It's a good 6 feet down. He goes back over to where his mage friend is, picks her up tenderly in his arms, and then jumps into the grave and places her down. Getting back out, you see him take a small vial from around a necklace and holds it up. Do you want to take an arcane lore check?
Oh, I'm guessing that's a phylactery.
Yeah, meta.
Yeah.
Guessing. Know it all. Yeah.
In character. But yeah, I mean, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus whatever I have on my character sheet.
Cunning. That's going to be at least 3.
Cunning. Okay. Yeah. So arcane lore, I have a specialty in that. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Your character knows it is a phylactery. Congratulations. He notices you staring at it, and already has noted that you're a mage, because you've told him.
Yes, I can.
And twisting the top off, he holds it up to you, and then just drips it onto the grave. Mutters something, puts his hands together in like an odd prayer, and then starts burying it.
What was her name?
Her name was Janice.
It says that the video has been cancelled again.
Yeah, it goes on and off.
That sucks. It's maybe because we're streaming from the same account on YouTube, and also having this chat in the same account. It might be.
That can affect it.
I don't know.
Can you ask the audience if it's a disturbing stream?
Is it disturbing?
Yeah. Hey guys. Because otherwise this isn't gonna be really worth it. We need to
we might just
change
have
it
to
up.
start over again, basically.
Yeah, it just says that the video is it just says it's nothing.
It keeps lagging and then cutting. We suspect it may be because we're using the same account, streaming both chat and stuffs. Oh yeah, I've just been told by YouTube that it's now streaming.
Good.
No,
Cool.
they can see it falling off.
Yeah.
How bad is the disruption though, guys?
Yeah.
I mean, have you like any idea what the hell's going on, or?
Yeah.
On the one that I see, it's just a black screen.
Lame
So
black screen.
stops. Well, I can try to like contact you, or if they say that it's very disturbing, I can try to call you up from the Costcast account, and then we just restart.
Maybe.
Basically.
It's on now. Now it's back, but
Woo!
so it is recording. It's recording everything, but now it's like really way behind.
Yeah.
Well, as long as people can watch it.
Yeah. There's just a lag, I think. So I think we're okay. It just stops up in points, and then it starts from where it left off. I think.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it should be okay. We can always edit this after we finish.
Yes. Edit it so we can edit things out.
Yes.
Like munchy son of a.
Sorry.
I'm kidding. It's not that bad. Anyways, let's just whatever. Let's just keep this going as long as it's recorded somewhere. I'm sorry, Cinnabon. I didn't mean to pick on you like that. Probably did. I feel really bad about it. You watch the guy burying his probably what seems to be his closest friend, and then dump the phylactery. He walks over to you and hands Ness the spade. Tonya, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. He hands you the spade before turning to Valith. I know you'll understand when I said that at least now she's free. No one can ever find her or hurt her again. let's hope she finds peace in the Fade with the Maker.
That's all we can hope for, really. You seem like a decent man.
I've had bad days. I've seen the harrowing. I've had to put a mage down before. It's just doesn't make it easy, you know. If you get used to it, I was told if you get used to it, then you become a monster.
Well, there's that. You should never get used to a thing like that. That's true. But do you need a lift? Do you want to sit back in the cot and just breathe?
No, wait a minute. Can't he just walk?
He's tired.
It's all right. I'm gonna rest here a bit, think about what I want to do, and then I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go find something. I can't go back to Ostwick now. They'll try me as a traitor for letting a mage free. Not that I plan on going back anyway. I might as well go home to my parents.
She died. Surely they can't blame you for that.
Oh, they'll find a way. They have to make an example of me to keep order.
They always do that. Always.
Look, you guys were really nice to me and really were there for me when I needed you most. I mean, you're literally a blessing from the Maker herself. So I just give you this. He digs into his shirt and takes off another amulet, takes it off his head, looks at it for a second. See, her sister was also a mage, but she got made tranquil, and she gave this to me as a present. Apparently, she kind of thought to make it before they turned her as a thank you. She wanted it. Crazy. She wanted it. But I'm going to give it to you now. It has the owl symbol of Ostwick, but you can tell immediately that it's got a relatively okay enchantment on it. You don't know what it does yet, but doesn't look cheap.
So who is he giving it to?
Valeth.
Okay. Well, she accepts it and looks at it and looks back at him and says, "Thank you. I do not take this lightly, and I will treasure it. And I wish you all the best in the future."
You never know. Maybe we'll meet.
Maybe.
I tell Ness when Valeth talks to the Templar, I tell Ness that we should get that appraised.
Definitely.
No, you will
I
not.
don't want to keep any cheap junk from the cheap.
What was his name? Was it Keth?
Keth.
Okay.
I thought it was Jeff.
Jeff the Templar.
Have you ever heard of the Templar called Jeff? Nah, it doesn't really spring out.
Right. Oh, by the way, just out of character, is he good looking?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Well, he would be if he didn't have puffy eyes and such. He looks about his early 20s.
Okay.
Put it this way, you can almost imagine him saying, "Swooping is bad,"
Oh,
or something like that.
I think I have a crush on Keth.
Aww.
He's back there on my wall, right
Yeah.
there. Can you see him? Can you see him?
Yeah, I can see him.
The king himself.
Yeah, right. Valeth is definitely crushing on Keth. For sure.
Anyway, Keth takes his sword and slams it into the grave where Janice is buried. And then undoing his breastplate, he drops it onto the floor, so he's literally just wearing an undershirt and the rest of his plate. Alright then, time to go back to farming, I guess. This is something I'm good at. I wish you a good, safe journey.
And the same to you. And may the Maker, give you happier days than this.
Sure he will.
Let's hope we never meet again.
Yes.
I look like I shoot a dirty look at Cyril, like, stop it.
He starts to walk away and then turns back a look at Vela for a second before saying, "I don't know, it wouldn't be so bad." And then he starts walking down the street alone.
And she smiles and turns around and like an idiot, because she's never been flirted with before in her life. This is like the most action she's ever gotten, ever.
You're gonna get all of the But
I'm like, Valeth, really? Shem? Really? Really?
But he was cute and hurt.
Oh my god, I gotta take you to Orlais sometimes because you're gonna die.
But he was flirting, right? Like, a little bit?
Yeah, obviously.
I've seen that kind of flirting from humans before. It doesn't end well.
It never does.
Oh, I'm... Party poopers. Let's just get a move on. We need to get to Ostwick. We need to find out what the hell is going on.
Yes.
So let's just do that and not talk about this anymore. Don't sully the memory.
I don't
No
mind.
problem.
I just thought that you didn't like humans that
No,
much, but
well, I don't. But he was special, okay?
very special.
Yeah, because he killed a mage. Very special.
But he was upset about it. That's what counts, you know.
Oh, wow. He got some moral qualms after the deed, so what?
Have you no heart?
Okay, but guys, really, we should really head on to Ostwick and find out what the hell is going on, because
Let's.
something has really happened. Something important.
Yes, let's get a move on. So that.
Oh, by the way, it starts to rain.
Ah, crap. Well, the cart, does it have like a
Hood?
Yeah.
It has a canvas hood, to protect all of the fresh goods inside.
So I'm clearly in there because Valeth and nature just does not agree.
Who is
I
driving
just
this
pull up
cart?
Me, I guess.
Yeah. Pull up your
My
hood.
horse is tied to his back.
Ah, cool. Awesome. You make the rest of the way without much incident, thankfully. Yeah, without any incident at all. Oh, God, why do I make these things random? As you cut over the crest of the last hill turning, the terrain around here is still quite mountainous, but you've come down a bit, so it's not as cold anymore. But you get a huge, beautiful vista. Despite the fact that it's raining, you see a bit of a rainbow. Right down to, you can see parts of the ocean where this great landmass becomes this tooth cutting into the waking ocean, or the waking seas. And there, amid a huge area of just cornfields as far as the eye can see, is Ostwick. Ostwick is renowned for a few things, but most of all for its double walls. These are ancient Tevinter architecture, which has withstood several hundreds of years, different ages, and they've never reportedly been breached by fair combat. Obviously, someone's got in through subterfuge, but the walls have never fallen, famously. They have a lot of farms in the area. You can actually see farmhouses dotted way off into the landscape with taverns and inns and such. The road is muddy going as you're going on, but you get eventually up to the northern gate coming down from the mountains, cutting into the trade road which goes between Ostwick and its smaller sister township, Markven, further up the road. On this trade road are loads of other trading wagons, mostly carrying farming goods, corn, which are going to be shipped out through Ostwick, through various parts of Thedas. This is where you get your bread. Wherever there's been places where you can't grow particular crops, this is where they buy them from. As you get to the gate, the gigantic forward gate, there's like 4 gates on all sides of Ostwick. And these gates are big enough to move a dragon through. They're gigantic, embossed with metal heads of owls and horses and all sorts of other creatures, and opened and closed by a fleet of about 4 to 8 horses that drag them open and drag them closed whenever they're needed. Right now, they're closed except for a small trade gate, which is left open. The guards in their livery of black and gold, with variety of different armaments, but mostly boar spears and such, wave you up through the huge queue trying to come in and out of the city, and then stop you as you get closer. You feel instantly that there is a new sense of tension in the area. The guards don't have the usual smiles. People aren't so happy with each other. They're not throwing insults there and back. They're actually more guarded. They're expecting trouble. And as they come up, the guard waves you closer. Goes, that's enough. That's enough right there. Now,
Whoa, horsey.
do you have any arms you need to declare or any type of taxable goods? You know the drill.
Well, that depends what you mean by arms that need taxing.
Anything over 30 bales of hay, anything over 100 casks of coins. There's a long list. It's probably be easier if we just take a look at the back. Is that all right?
Sure.
I guess.
I throw a parts of my cloak over the box.
Yeah.
Just like
Cool.
they
Do
don't
you
need
have
to
a?
see that.
Would you mind rolling a stealth cunning legerdemain?
Okay.
I think that's how you pronounce it. I've never actually heard it said. Sorry, what? Legerdemain? Sounds French. That'll do. Legerdemain. I'm gonna go with that.
Legerdemain. Okay. Cunning.
Yep.
Where is it? Historical, heritage, healing, writing, religious, research, navigation. What was I supposed to roll again?
It
Cunning.
doesn't say.
If you have a
Just
focus
cunning
on
in
legend,
general.
No, but that's dexterity.
is it dexterity?
The legerdemain, blah blah.
Legerdemain. It's
Leisure-
dexterity.
That's
I'm
Yeah, legerdemain. Yeah, that's on dexterity.
I am surprised and horrified. It should be cunning. Anyway, yeah, dexterity, please.
Okay, that's doubles.
Woohoo! But did you pass?
Yeah, it's like 5.
You got 5 in total.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
This is going to be good. All right. The guard yawns, gets up onto the deck, and asks you, "Would you mind just getting out of the wagon, please? It's a bit crowded as it is."
Sure.
Hero tries to look as good as she can to try to distract the guards from really wanting to check the back, but
How are you going to do that?
well, she just drags down her shirt a little and she's like, would you mind helping a little lady out of the cart if you're going to check it
Okay,
out?
so I'm going to try again to like swipe the box and like put it in my robes or something.
Okay, that's going to require, first of all, Firth needs to roll a seduction check, which I believe is cunning. If that's dexterity, I quit.
That's the first time we've had to roll any seduction stuff that I know of.
Seduction, is it a thing
It's
of...
communication.
Yeah.
Damn it! No, fine. I need my list of focuses. Where is it?
You do. But that's better, because I have 4 in communication and only 1
There we go.
coming, so that's good.
Yes.
Right, let's see. We have these good
Come and see me sometime.
That's actually a 16.
You got a 16.
Yes.
What?
Amazing.
Drink, everyone drinks.
This...
Yes, everyone should drink themselves stupid right now. The guard, as he's basically, his eyes are moving towards the case with the strange red stuff in it, the thing which you're desperately trying to hide. He's about to look at it, at which point Firith says, "Would you mind helping me get down from the wagon, please, sir?" At which point the guard does, what is that delectable voice? Looks around and sees Firith. It's just, yeah, yes, I can. I will be right there. He jumps out of the wagon, leaving you alone to try and hide the case once more.
I'm going to hide it in my
Take it.
robes.
All right, cool. He races around and offers a big pudgy hand to Firith, helping her down from the wagon. Firel, sorry. Which you get down. At which point he looks at you with open mouth. So, are you a resident, or do you require a tour, maybe?
Who's the best dressmaker in town?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Do you know who knows, maybe? Where can we get information about this town, really?
Not the town gods, surely.
Yeah, not from him.
I know where a good tavern is.
Oh, that's beginning.
Yeah. That's would you like me to show you the tavern?
Would you guys just please rent the room already?
Oh my godness, I thought you were supposed to be my bro.
Yeah, so I'm helping you.
I'm sorry.
Stuff.
Are you two siblings? Is this your brother?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm her brother.
He immediately loses interest and starts to walk back around the wagon, almost looking very depressed. You've hidden the thing, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he takes one. Just rolled this now. He takes one glance into the back of the wagon and goes, "Yeah, fuck it, whatever. Go on."
Success.
As you're going into the city, you see him turn around to his fellow guard, who looks at him and starts laughing. At which point he punches him in the face.
Oh wow, these shambling men are so easily distracted. It's ridiculous.
I know. That's what I tried to tell you earlier today. But you're
Drink.
Still though, I mean, he had a little bit between his, in his head.
I thought you were going to say something.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say between his ears, but you went to dirty place. Pig.
Drink. Yeah. So as you get through the main gate, you enter what's known as the Mesa, which is a gigantic highway going from all of the gates straight up to the through the second wall right up to the keep. It's used for things like parades, although they don't really do that many anymore. When the Fifth Blight had ended, apparently there was a huge parade here, which resulted in a whole new generation of children. But these days, it's just used for trade, and there is horse dung everywhere. Although it looks quite nice. White marble, flatted streets with ornate-looking oil lamps all the way down, as far as the eye can see. However, you take a left turn as soon as you're able, because the section of the city you're in is between the two double walls. The second one is higher than the first. And this area, which used to be empty, is now full of just shantytown type buildings, wooden affairs. This is where the poor people live, and it's called the Ring. And you go on to the muddy roads in between all of these houses. The character of this area is as disgraceful as you might actually imagine. Although time was there was actually a lot of energy in the place. Children running around stealing things from other children. People hawking their wares on the streets. Last time you were here, it was an absolute delight to be here. The air smelt of bread. It was great. Now, there are black fabrics falling, just layered out of every window. The mood is quiet. Not many people talking. You can hear a child crying in the distance, somewhere in someone's bedroom somewhere. People are just sitting down. Some are openly weeping. And the chantry is out in force, and you can see there's a chantry priest doing service right in the middle of the crossroads that you pass. You go down the usual route, trying your best to ignore the looks of the hussars, the actual soldiers of Ostwick, with their flowing feathered helmets, and all the other city guard that are seemingly a bit more there. You don't even notice going into the alienage, because the alienage looks just like everything else in the Ring. It's one of the running jokes there. When anyone asks an elf, shouldn't you be in the alienage, they usually reply, aren't I already there? However, you get finally to your location, your destination, which is the brothel, tavern of Ravani's Rest, which, unlike everywhere else in this area, has still got flowing, colourful pennants. It smells heavily of perfume, bodily fluids, old rotten cider, and all manner of broken dreams. You can actually hear a faint harp as you approach as well. Someone who's very drunk has collapsed outside, and the door guard, who's this big, huge Talvashoth Kunari with folded arms and a leather jerkin, sees you approaching, nods up. All you know is that his name is Nix.
I give him a high five.
He reaches up. He reaches up his hand. Yeah, it's like, Nix doesn't say much, but when he does, it's usually involving a punch. So he doesn't say much. He does, however, step aside, and then moves to vacate the drunk that's currently throwing up in front of the brothel. On the the sign, the Ravani's Rest, is what looks like a very drunk pirate collapsed on a table, which is ironic because when you enter the first room, that's exactly what you see. In this place, you see Carter bumping shoulders with Antivan Crows. You've got pirates of the waking sea having arguments with Talvashoff mercenaries. This place is just a multitudinous, homogeneous mass of depravity and drunkenness. Oh, and there are the nobles as well, which make this place great for your operations, because no one in their right mind would raid the place without causing scandal to one of their allies. Makes it perfect. Heading into the back, past the bar, you go down the flight of stairs. I'm assuming you've got the cask with you, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like not
when
touching
you
it with my hands. I just have it like holding it in, the fabric of my robes.
I'm just going to tell you, I'm not the type of GM who says, but you didn't say you didn't touch it with your tongue. Haha! You die!
I'm careful. My husband is that kind of DM.
That's what we call old school Dungeons and Dragons type of
Very.
DM. Yeah. Where's the Mountain Dew? As you go down the steps, you hear someone go, Maker's titties! What? Who's that?
It's Valeth.
Oh, right. Calm down. It's about bloody time. You hear the voice of Griefer, is his name. He's an old, battered, buggery human. He's also your handler. He's the guy who sends you on missions, okay? He's missing an eye, he's missing part of a leg. The rumor is he's a retired Antivan Crow. Retired. Apparently he was so useless, they just let him go because he was annoying. He's specifically a weapon handler. As you come down, you notice that he's cursing because he's cut part of his finger off on what looks like a double-handed scimitar of some sort. He turns around and gives you this big toothless grin. So, how did the mission go?
Well, it went well, but
Really well.
Honestly, shouldn't you have someone look at that finger?
I can help you with that, mister.
I just.
Oh, no.
I can heal it. I have the spell,
I'll be fine. I just need some sewing thread.
You
Okay.
always like this. It makes things so difficult. But anyway, on to more important things then.
Yes.
Yes, the mission went well. We neutralized the target, so to speak. But we also found something we didn't expect to find, and I show him the box.
Yeah.
No, don't touch it. I think there might be red lyrium inside.
Oh,
What's that?
Is that dangerous to smell?
It's dangerous in all kinds of ways. Just don't get close to it.
Red. Lyrium.
Yes.
I thought lyrium came in just one color.
Yeah.
Blue.
It doesn't. It comes in red too, and the red one is insanely, stupendously dangerous. It drives people mad.
So
no touchies. In layman's terms.
well, you just put it on the desk. It's fine. Put it on the desk.
All right.
When you said he was neutralized, did you mean that Ness killed him?
Ask Ness.
Because when you say neutralized, you usually mean brutally murderized by Ness.
Well, as I said, ask Ness.
Ness! Ness, where are you?
I'm
right. He's,
behind him.
he turns around. Why are you always behind me? What are you, a fart? He glares down at you with one eye before kind of beaming in his big smile and gives you a really overconfident slap on the shoulder. Good on you then. What do you do? Cut his head off? You go right one ear, out the other?
No, I shoved my great sword down his throat.
Ah!
He
Couldn't
pierced
get
him like a kebab, really.
Ah!
And then
Excellent.
we strung him up from a tree.
Oh, classic! Oh, that is going in my book. Oh, Maker's Breath. Speaking of books, you hear another voice going, "Are they back?"
Who is this? Who does this voice belong to?
I will see you later. he runs for it on like one peg leg as
I
fast
think
as he
that
can.
was his wife, maybe. I don't know.
No. Aloysius. You've met her before. She's very anally retentive when it comes to the protocols. She's also a 4-foot elf. She's like the smallest elf you've ever seen. She's roughly in her like early teens. So she's very diminutive, very soft-skinned. However, she has this avian look to her. There's always a joke saying that her nose looks like a third ear. It's that pointy. And she comes out with a rather large book like this in her hands. It's coming over for slumping it onto the table.
Hello, Al.
Don't you owl me!
What? Have I done something wrong?
Have I done something wrong? She says. I said, it's not what you have done, it's what you haven't done. Have you written in this thing lately? Do you even know what this is? Rhetorical question! It's the logs. Every time you do a quest or a mission or whatever else, you write it down in the logs.
Well, honestly,
Yes,
Al, we
you
were
write it.
like 2 minutes ago. Can't expect
She
us to just
starts-
plop down and write straight away.
It is vital to the
I still
operations.
have road dust on me. Road dust, Al.
She adjusts the little glasses on her ears and... Ugh.
Exactly. Exactly. So which is
Okay.
more important?
Just fill it in as soon as you can.
Of
And
course.
she turns around.
But Al, before you go, we heard some rumors that something went down. That Ostwick might not be as safe as we thought it would be.
Oh no!
Care to fill us in?
Ostwick? Ostwick's going to the shitter!
Right.
Ask Matek! He's back! He'll have all the answers.
Okay.
She disappears into the back, and you hear her kicking things on purpose, probably to get rid of some risk.
And I thought I was difficult to live with.
When you go to the when you look at the back of this cellar, by the way, is literally everything you need. You have multiple cots to sleep in. There's a knife throwing board on the wall with one knife sticking out of it. There's a pantry with food, maps over everywhere. This place is literally the operational center of the Nightingale's spy network that apparently works for Justinia. And you hear a cough behind you. When you turn around, you see a rather dashing young fellow with bright red hair just sitting at the table like this. Just knife in fingernail. Looks up.
Is he human or elvish?
Yes.
Okay.
He's human.
What was his name again?
Matek.
Matek. Okay.
You don't know much about him except for the fact that he's part of another cell called the Eagles. It's strange that he's here on his own.
Alright, so... Shall I repeat myself, or were you actually paying attention enough to understand what I asked of Al?
I was paying attention.
Good. Then please, elaborate. Tell us what's going on.
What's to tell you? The Temple of Sacred Ashes? Boom.
Boom.
Everybody died.
How?
Boom.
Why?
Yes, as Cyril said. How?
Well, they thought it might have been Gatlock, but too much Fade dust. There's red lyrium all over the place. There's a breach in the Fade, which is apparently, at this moment in time, spawning all manner of other horrors across the landscape, even as far as south of Ostwick, apparently.
I think I need a
Demons
drink
everywhere.
for this.
Well, apparently grief has been in the pantry, so there might not be anything left. So yeah, basically, that happened, and now apparently someone has started something called the Inquisition, and the Nightingale's converting every one of the assets to work for that.
So we're joining a cult?
I don't know. I just kill stuff when I get told to.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What does this mean for us, really? Are we a part of this Inquisition thing also? Or?
Well, apparently they're sending someone to talk us through it. I just hope you like the color green, because apparently that's their favorite. Just their favorite.
Green.
Yeah, green's nice. Green's
Oh.
like...
Sure.
You'll like this, by the way. The person, this little elf mage they found, the only survivor. They had her penned as the culprit. Now, apparently, everyone's looking to her for some help.
Well, that's odd. But
It
good.
is.
I mean, we're always the culprits, and it's very unfair.
Take a drink.
Yes, drink, everyone.
Yes.
Cheers.
So now we got the city guard pushed hard, trying to fend off the demons coming out of the water down south. The harvest is under military jurisdiction all of a sudden, so apparently they're going to be pulling all manner of political bullshit on all the other free cities. if it's not controlled right, we're going to end up with riots. Apparently, the Templars have laid siege to the Circle. Although, to be fair, no one's really doing anything. They just made barricades, and now they're just sitting it out having cups of tea and things.
Sounds rather nice, really.
Well, they're just lazy about it. They got told by like the Seeker General to invoke the right of annulment, and they're like, "We can't find paper." Oh, we got paper. Excellent. Where's this quill? Oh, I can't find a quill either. This is so hard. So they're just sitting there on their asses.
Just
Lated
like
bloody
shambles to
arses.
be horridly inefficient.
To be fair, I'm rather glad for it. If they can stay inefficient if they want.
Well, I mean, it's a good thing for once, because that means they can't do the right of annulment. Which is horrid.
It's true. Would be nice for one side to bloody win, though, wouldn't it? That'd be over, would it?
Yeah, but I'd prefer if it were our side.
What is our side anymore? I don't know. Whatever. Right. In any case, I'm gonna hit the hay. It's getting late now. Welcome back, by the way.
Yeah.
He
thanks.
literally just walks over to one of the cots and just thump, and he's out like a light.
Always
Grief,
joy.
Griefer sticks his head around the corner. Is she gone?
Al, you mean yes, she's gone.
Oh, thank the maker.
How do you spell
Nice.
his name, by the way?
Griefer?
Yeah.
It's Greiffer.
E-I-F-E-R.
Yeah. You suspect it's a nickname.
Yeah.
No one knows his real name, probably because the Anti-Even Crows would slit his throat if he said it. If the rumors are correct.
Okay. Well,
So yeah, big changes. Just waiting for them to send over the new representative.
yeah.
How long would that take, really?
Could be here any day now.
So we have 3 days until that happens?
Possibly. Depends how quick he is. I mean, he's taking the boat directly over from Haven, so he could be here in like tomorrow, or he could be here in a week. Until then, I've just called in all the cells, just waiting for everyone to come back. And yeah.
Who decided that we were to join the ranks of the Inquisition?
Lady herself.
Alright, well then there's no contesting that one.
Nope.
It's just, you know, you could be like Matek and bitch and moan about it, but yeah.
But this sounds like the job of the century, really. It means it has to pay very well if we succeed.
It does? How do you figure?
Because they have pulled in all the ranks, and they only do that when it's like really super important.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean money, it just means it's important.
Well, we can refuse to work if we don't get money. You know?
Right. So we have like almost 3 days to just wait. So I think tomorrow I'll be starting to working on analyzing the box of lyrium.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Sounds really boring.
Yeah, I don't need your help, thank you very much. Last time that happened, something blew up.
No. The last time you got my help was when you actually hid this box of red lyrium from the city guards, so you should thank me, really.
That was not what I was referring to, but you are right. It's incourteous of me to not thank you, so thank you very much for that.
Children, please! Just... It's very late. I'm gonna go to bed. And hopefully, no one will be paying for lady services upstairs while I'm trying to sleep.
Ness? No?
Yeah.
I'm only kidding.
He gives like a general look to the room.
Yeah, no, I'm going to bed too. I have no intentions of purchasing lady favors.
No, me neither. I don't need that.
He looks at you oddly for a second, like, did he miss something in his life that he just doesn't get?
I was
And
trying
then-
to be funny.
You're not known for it. It's probably why I confused him. Anyway, he turns around and with his peg and leg going, he makes his way over to the other cot where Matek is sleeping and just sits down and just lies down facing upwards, starts twiddling his thumbs. It is actually getting quite late as well. It's roughly like around 11 o'clock now.
Yeah, No,
I
I
go
think
to
I'm
bed.
going to go to bed. So that's what I do. I say good night.
It has been a long trip. Yep, everyone goes to bed.
Nope. Going over to the bar, having at least 1 or 2 glasses of wine.
Let's have another round tonight. Awesome.
Is there any bathrooms or something like that in this?
You get a piss pop.
No, I want to take a shower. Isn't there any?
Oh, that type of bathroom. There is a shower outside in the alleyway.
No.
Yeah.
But I'm from Orlais. I don't like that.
No. There is probably a bathtub in one of the storage rooms, though you'll need to scrub it before you use it.
Okay, I'm just no, I can't be bothered.
Hygiene defeated. Excellent.
It'll have to
Actually.
wait.
Where are we now? So, just to confirm, everyone goes to sleep except for Ness. Tonya, Ness goes upstairs. The bar is relatively quiet now. Most people have gone home or been kicked out by the bouncer. And it's you're just sitting at the bar quite on your own for a wee while. Even the barman's quite silent and sullen. There's just a human with a huge mustache around the bottom, like a neck beard. Seems to be all the rage in the ring at the moment. He doesn't even... Usually he offers conversation, but he seems to be deep in thought.
Human.
Knife is?
Give me 1 glass of wine.
Are you sure about this, Nest? Last time you had too much to drink, I ended up having to get more staff.
Yes, I'm sure.
Alright. Oh, let me just see if I've got the good stuff here. He goes down to the back and pulls up something. It's a dark flask with scythe written on the side of it. Plonks it right in front of you. Dark days, mate. Dark days.
I'm sure.
Could be better, I suppose. Could be worse. Mind if I have one as well? He pours himself a glass. It's a really thick liquid with golden flakes in it, which you suspect is actually gold. The taste is like almonds and a double-barreled shell kick to the face. It's like being trampled by elephants made of candy. It's brutally good.
I'm drinking.
Oh, would you mind rolling Constitution drinking?
Sure.
While she
See how you're...
My feet have fallen asleep.
Yeah, I got a double, if that matters.
I could do. What did you get in total?
Let's see. 6, 8, 11.
11. You feel its effects creeping up on you, Legolas style, but largely you seem to have held it together. Might have been some of the food you had getting here. Who knows? Some of your a remarkably good constitution, perhaps. The barman, however, has started to lean on his arm, and is slowly but surely his eyes are closing. I really should shut up. All right, that's it. He pulls up a big, huge pan of metal and what looks like a dirk, a small dagger, and starts whacking it like that. Everybody out! Go on! Sod off! Get out! Go on! Kicks one off the floor. The Kunari comes in, goes, "Ugh!" Everyone runs out. Thanks, Horny. Same time tomorrow morning? Good. He turns around to Ness. Shouldn't you be like, you know what, to just take the bottle downstairs with you, whatever. I need to start mopping up. What, 3 people vomited today. Get that out the bloody wood.
Fine, I'll just leave you to your human waste cleaning then. Ta en flaska och gå.
So polite. Bloody knife ears. Yep, you go back downstairs.
Yes.
And then?
And then I'm going to, chug a little of my bottle.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then?
Like, glung, 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 glung.
Oh yeah.
Takes it.
You're gonna
Awesome. Would you
pass
roll?
out.
Would you mind rolling another Constitution drinking, please?
Oh my god.
Let's
This is not
see.
gonna end well.
It's so meta though. She's drinking in a game with
Actually,
drinking games.
Actually, it's the same as
Last time?
11.
Well, unfortunately for
11.
you've been drinking even more than last time. So at this
Mm.
point, you end up falling asleep in a bit of a drunken stupor.
Yeah.
Now you each collectively have your own interesting dreams from your own history. However, if I can I just, how do I do this now? Cineva, I'm just going to send you something via Facebook.
Yes.
It's just for you.
Thank you.
Here we go. Take a wee read of that.
Yes, I will. It
And
will
let me know
take-
when you've finished reading it. It's only a short paragraph, but still.
Yeah, I'm pretty slow at reading, so it will take me some time, but I'll do this.
Good. Valeth, you end up dreaming about your time in the circle, the escape. But this time you're helped by a certain Templar who is giving you a hand up. Next thing you know, you've escaped the temple, the circle, the tower, and you're on a boat going down a stream together. The birds are singing. There are fish that seem to be singing a beautiful song. It's all very bizarre. Ness, you know what, Tonya? I'm not even going to try and guess what your character is dreaming of. I know his backstory, and it's not pretty. But you're not having a good time. That's all I'm going to say on the matter.
But okay, so the Templar in my dream, was that a
Yes.
referral to Keth? Just.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh yeah. Okay, good.
No Cullen for you. No.
No, Keth, all the way. I'm going to wake up so refreshed in the morning.
So refreshed. Oh dear me. Would you guys like to mind rolling some Constitution tests for me, please? No focus, just basic.
Okay. I got mine. 15.
Yep. Ness?
I got 7.
7.
That's just
Yeah.
perfect.
Oh, that's amazing. How on earth did you? Well, then again, you are blasted drunk.
Yeah.
How we doing, Sonova?
I got 15, but I'm not finished reading.
Okay.
It was Constitution, right?
Yes.
Yes, 15 is right. I got pretty high rolled, because I only have 1 extra in con. So,
You know, with the nature of dreams, actually, you know what? Read the rest later, because that's the funny thing with dreams. You can't remember them always upon waking,
yeah.
but you can recall them later sometimes. So let's get on with this.
I'm almost done, though. I just have the last
Alright.
sentence left.
Cool. I'll give Valeth a wake up call. You start hearing a scream,
Okay.
like an audible banshee wail. You've never heard anyone scream like this in your life. It's horrific, and you jolt awake in seconds. Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
Roll perception
Okay.
as you try and gather your wits.
Yeah. Let's see. Perception. That would be. Where is perception again? Oh, there. Okay. Yeah. So that's 11.
The first thing you notice is the smell. It's smoke.
Okay.
The second thing you notice is that the place is on fire.
Like the place we're sleeping in.
Yes,
Uh,
everything is on fire.
Did I recognize the voice of the one who was screaming? Did it sound male?
Yes,
female?
yes. It's Aloysius, who is coming in from her part of the room, completely covered in flames. And as you watch, she drops to her knees, screaming as the voice box melts away and she just can't do it anymore,
Oh my
for
God.
flumping to the ground. The smell of burnt meat it almost makes you want to throw up, but the coughing of the smoke is just getting in the way. There's no ventilation. They're in the cellar. All the smoke, all the heat is rising, of course. But even as you watch, you can tell that upstairs, if anyone's alive up there, they're probably not, the wood is starting to crackle and splinter, and the building itself is probably due for collapse.
Okay.
Because you're older 15, I'll give you something else as well. You can't see Matek or what's his name? Griefer anywhere.
Okay.
However, to your right, you see your friend Ness, who is fast asleep still, despite the fact that his leg is on fire, and he's clutching the empty bottle of Asai 1915.
Okay.
Sorry, 915.
Right. Okay.
What do you do?
What do I do? Well, as I watch Aloysius burn to death, I kind of for a split second go like, but I realize there's nothing I can do for her at this point. So what I do is I grab like a robe or something, cloth, my blanket or anything, and I run to Ness and I just throw it over his leg and try to pat out the flames and go like, Ness! Ness! For the love of God, wake up! Everything is burning! Wake up!
Ness, would you mind rolling a Constitution, please? I believe that counts as her helping you. So that's going to be a +2. Sunniver, have you read it?
Yes.
Awesome. Your character wakes up to the screaming as well, though you really click in when you hear Valeth screaming at Ness.
Yes. I jump up and I help try to get Ness alive, I guess.
What you get, Ness?
I got on my dice together with the constitution stuff. I got 10.
10. Stamina helps with this, by the way, if you have a focus on stamina. Nope. 10. Ness starts to wake up really groggily, though you've noticed that his left leg is like the clothing is burnt through to the skin. So Ness, if you would kindly take, let's see, 4 points of health damage, please.
Oh boy, I don't have any pencils to write.
How could you start playing an RPG with no
I don't know.
pencils?
Sorry.
She was too busy getting in costume.
Yeah,
Yes.
focusing on the priorities. Unblocked, unfollowed, bedragen, traitor. You have some really bad habits. I got these bad habits from friends of mine. Not
It's
friends anymore, of course.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I'll just go like, oh, what do you want, woman?
The cabin is on fire, literally on fire. We have to go.
Do you want to live or die?
I just grab his clothes
Can
and
you-
put his
Yeah.
arm over my shoulders. And
Roll
I
a
hit him like bitch slap him in his face.
that's not helping.
I don't feel it. I'm just like, stop waving your hand in my face.
Help lift him. Let's carry him out of here if we have to.
probably, judging by like how potent side 915 is, he probably can't feel any of the attacks on his face. He's like, ouch, I assume, or something. Do you want to roll a strength test, Anita? Sunniver, as Ethereal is trying to help, she hears someone grunting and growling in pain. As she turns around, you see Griefer basically falling down the stairs. He's burned badly, and he has 2 or 3 arrows sticking out of his chest. As he falls down, he looks like he breaks his other leg.
Can he talk?
He's got 3 arrows in his chest, like Boromir style. Although he has frothing blood pouring out of his mouth, he looks up at you with his one eye, and he seems to be trying to say something.
I try to like I'm not really good at sign language, but like
You can get over to him if you need to.
Just
Like I said, he's at the bottom of...
I've probably seen him, so I just said go.
Yeah?
Yeah. I jumped to Griefer's place. I try to get really close to him as far as I can. And I'm like, what happened? Who did this?
He seems to be trying to say something, but as you get really close, you hear him say the words which I'm sending to you via Facebook.
Yes.
I love this.
All right. I let go of him, and I find the rug, and I drag it up.
Yeah.
And I
Cool.
guess.
Underneath is a sewer drain.
All right, guys, down here, fast! We need to hurry.
I just dropped my dice. Hold on.
Yep.
Blast it!
The tension.
Oh dear me. You're gonna need to roll stealth checks. Stealth check. Sorry. Yeah. Strength. You're gonna try and sneak up on the grate. No. You're gonna pull it up with your strength checks, please. A might is a good focus for this one.
Right.
Any one of you can help out.
Right. I was trying to lift Nest and I rolled a 9, so I think that's a no-go.
He's actually quite light, if I recall correctly.
Okay, cool.
I
So
got
that's actually an easy check. What?
That's no drinking for anyone.
No. Wow, son of a, that's really bad for you.
Yeah, and I only have 1 in strength as well, so this is like 6 in total.
Yes. You chip a nail.
Ow! No! I did my manicure!
Ness, would you care to try and pull up the grate?
Let's see. 3, 5, 9. You said might?
Yep.
9, 12, 15, 14.
14. Because the others are helping you as well, even though one of them chipped a nail, you manage to desperately pull up the iron grate off the floor. It's not been used in a long time. You pull with it a lot of unidentifiable matter. It looks like hopefully soil with it, and as you do so, a dozen or so rats suddenly appear from the sides of the room and then just jump down the drain before you do. Above you, you hear the crackling, moaning sound as the floorboards start to give, and the great wooden beams start to cinder and crack as the floor starts to give way. What you gonna do?
Come with me if you want to live.
Most valued player, right
Yes.
there.
Well,
Quick question: do you want to risk trying to grab your weapons or anything else before you jump down?
I don't have any weapons.
You are a weapon. You have
I
your
am a
staff.
weapon, so I'm good. I mean,
Yes, of course I want to get my backpack. I guess it's not that far apart from my...
Nope. But you could get burned in the process. So, if you want to grab anything, roll a. Rick needs to check the rules. Drink. Drink. That would be a running check. Constitution.
All right.
So Constitution with a +2 if you have the running focus. Go.
Constitution.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
See if it's even worth it. I'll give it a shot
Better
because
work
I
it,
don't
baby.
want to give up on my stuff, so I want to get my backpack too.
Yeah.
Say.
I got 10.
9.
You got 10. Anyone else?
9.
18.
18. Ness is suddenly awake. If he was ever drunk, he's not showing any signs. With literally time to spare, he grabs his sword, he grabs whatever else he needs, and he's already back at the grate. However, as both Fidel and Valeth go for their stuff, fire drips or wooden pieces that are on fire fall on you, causing you to actually catch fire a bit and basically just burning you slightly. So let's see. That's a cocked dice. Valeth takes 5.
Okay.
And yes, that's going to be a 2 for Furiel.
Okay.
Right.
And now you're back at the grate again.
Yeah.
You jump down?
Yeah.
Yes. Who leads? It's going to be Ness, isn't it? Because he was back first, yeah.
I was back first.
Cool.
Yeah.
You jump now. What?
Can we try to block the entrance as we had when we...
I think that the tavern is going to fall on top of it, so that's all the block we need.
Okay, sweet.
Let's just go.
Miss
So-
Rona, sure.
Drake! Ness jumps down silently without any kind of like glorious ray or anything, like just silence. And then Firiel. And as Valeth jumps down last, holding the grate open, letting it close behind him, you take one look back to see Griefer. He's still slightly there, and he's just raising one hand up to you. And then it just drops, and then he gets obscured behind falling debris and smoke. As you jump down, you literally feel the heat wave of the ceiling coming crashing down as you drop down. Beneath you, you land in a it's essentially an open sewer. It's one of the old Tevinton sewer sections, which very rarely get cleaned,
Good that you
except
got all
by
of my burns.
yeah, nothing says a bad day like shit stains and burns. As you fall into the liquid, which is hopefully mostly water, you have to move really quickly as the fiery mass starts falling down behind you. Valeth, would you care to roll what would that be? Dexterity, I believe.
Dexterity, okay.
Yeah, I really should start playing D&D and this at the same time.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Yeah, it's going to be acrobatics if you have it.
I probably don't.
No, I don't think I've ever heard of a backflipping mage before.
No, so that's a 7. So I'm, on par with having shitty rolls, just like last time.
You're gonna face plant in poop.
Yes.
No.
No,
I'm going to have Tavern fall on me. That's what's going to happen.
As Ness lands, he skillfully gets out of the way. When Furiel lands, she just sidesteps efficiently. However, when Valeth lands, because you're the last one, you look up and you try and move just in, like, as you see debris falling through the grate. However, you get a face full of like burning ash, which causes you 5 damage. And
I scream. I go, ah!
Son of a bitch! And you're now blinded temporarily, hopefully.
Is there like the water underneath us cool, or is it?
It's lukewarm.
Sludgy.
Sludgy lukewarm. I was gonna say, if you're in the sewer and it's still hot, you really don't want to be there.
No.
That's like recently done. That's bad. Please leave.
I mean, I'm blinded, so I'm like holding in front of my eyes and just stumbling like in the darkness, like I can't see. And it burns. It hurts.
I do take care of you, and I even though this is disgusting, you just have to trust me, all right? You can shower later, and I take a piece of like cloth or something, and I just tear it off my shirt or whatever.
Shower. I just want to see again.
Yeah, but you don't see what I'm doing, Missy. No. So I just place it in water and put it on your face.
Over and lifts up Valeth over his shoulder.
Oh well.
We have no time for this.
No. Oh, my knight in shining armor. That's yeah.
Well, I'm no Templar, but
no, you definitely are not.
These sewers go in only one direction, unfortunately. Behind you, it looks like there's been a collapse over time, and no one's bothered to ever repair it. Heading the one way that you do, following the rats probably half the time, you come to another grate, which sounds like it's a bit further away from the tavern. There are iron handle holds going up to the actual grate in the floor area. This looks like it's part of the drain system for a well that you saw when you saw the chantry priest doing the prayer session during the day. Looking up, you can see that it's still dark outside, but you can hear the roar of flames already and the ringing bell of the fire watch. It's ringing away. What you gotta do?
Is there any is it possible to climb up this well?
Yes. Yep.
I think this might be the way out, the easiest way out. I think we're gonna have to try and climb.
But what noises were we hearing from up above?
It was the. It sounds like you can hear the tavern being burnt down,
right.
And the bell of the fire watch. The people who come out to try and put out the wooden fires before it spreads.
Okay. Well, Cyril, I think maybe you should peek first before we move out and just see if it's safe.
Yeah, just certainly give it a shot.
I mean, I would, but
you can't see. Does the tunnel lead any further down, or?
No, it seems to go downwards, probably towards the coast and the lower parts of the sewer system. You could probably do that, but you might end up being drowned in the process.
Yeah. So it's either drowning or getting out here, I guess. At least here we know where we're going afterwards, or where we're gonna end up. So I'm gonna try to climb up the well.
Alrighty, cool. You don't need a climb test for that because it's simple. But when you get to the actual grate itself, you notice it's bloody heavy. So you're gonna have to do a strength check on that one.
Oh, but
yes.
Rick, did I take any more damage to my hit points when I got the thingies in my eyes?
Yeah, you took 5.
-5. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm still good.
How are you doing for health, by the way?
11.
Ooh.
All right. For my climbing check, that was the first one I was gonna throw.
Well,
Right?
you don't need to do a climbing check.
Okay.
The climbing checks are only really useful when there's actually a risk involved. It's really annoying when you ask players, "You're going up the stairs. Roll a climbing check." 5 hours later, I can't do stairs. I'll take the lift.
That's kind of what happened with Critical Role and Doors.
Yes. Yes, doors are the worst, especially when they turn out to be mimics.
All right. So it's just a strength test then.
Yep, because that's actually hard.
Okay. So I got 15, and with a double
Nice.
5.
Now roll stealth to see if you can do it stealthy-like.
All right. And stealth, that is under dexterity.
That's cunning. What?
Dexterity.
Is it?
Yes, because I have a focus in it as well.
Focus!
Yes.
You're
That's a
quite
plus
right.
2, right?
Yep.
Yep. All right. So that's a double 5. So
Yeah.
13,
Yeah.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19 in stealth.
That's amazing. You, having seen all the gloop that you saw at the drain before, you managed to rotate the thing instead of trying to yank it up. You rotate it and smear all of the gloop as a lubrication. It's a trick you've used in hair picking locks before. And then with all of your strength, you put your back against the side of the circle mouth of the drain and push upwards very slowly, and then glide it over to the side. When you stick your head out, you see literally nobody in the area. Less than nobody. Even the homeless people are gone.
All right. Does it seem like everything is on fire, or just like the?
It seems to be just the tavern for now.
Okay.
But the fire watch needs to get there, otherwise it's going to spread.
Yes. I duck down and I give the okay to the others. I kind of do like this come up here sort of move and push sign for be quiet.
Cool. You get up.
Yes.
You find you are literally standing in a well with it's a rather large thing. It's about the size of 2 cars layered to the side of each other, and it's a white. It used to be a white marble affair, which is now since then has gotten dirty and grubby. It's got 3 horses, miniaturized, of course, not like life size. Usually, in the old days, this would spew water out, but these days it just sits there as a great place to sleep when it's the middle of summer. Currently, you're standing inside the well with the small wall around it. It's empty. So the rest of you got up?
Well, that depends on Ness.
Well, I'm still carrying Valis, but I'm trying to, communicate with the Feral to, take her hand while I push her upwards.
Awesome. When you get to the top, and you're all in the well area, you seem to have a moment of just peace for a second there. Do you want to try and take a minute to heal up or anything?
Yeah, I would like to try to heal up a little bit.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much damage have we all taken?
I have only taken 2, but you have taken like 13 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, quite a lot. And Ness, how is your leg?
It stinks a bit after having waded in, human waste
Yes,
stuff.
I believe you. Right. Tell you what, I'm going to try to heal my eye so I can actually see, and then I'll try to fix you up.
That would be very kind of you.
I try, darling, I try. Okay, so I'm going to cast heal on myself first. Let's see, where are my spells? Crap, I thought I had it up.
I'm just gonna be right back.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
It still counts. Take a drink.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Where I have my grimoire. There we go. Yep. Why does it open here? On the screen. Okay. There we go. Right. So heal. How does that work?
If you're doing it as an action, it's basically a cunning check.
Yeah. Okay. A cunning check. Okay.
Yep. Target number of 11. With a focus on healing, of course.
Right.
Yep. You can do it. This was an action, right? Or is this a spell?
Well, it's a spell.
Oh, this is the spell. Ah.
So it says that target gains 1d6 of health per mana point spent.
Yep, that's correct.
Right. So I haven't spent that many. I haven't spent any mana points today, so I'm just going to try to spend 2 mana points on myself. Right. And the target number is 10. I'm well above 10. I'm at 14.
Awesome.
So that works out. So I'm just going to see how much health I get back. That's not a lot. I got 4 back. So that
Better than nothing.
Better than nothing. That brings me up to 15 hit points. Can I see?
Yes, you can.
Yay.
As you cast the spell on yourself, you stings like a motherfucker, but you can feel the surfaces of your eyes start to heal right immediately. You get blinded for a second by the moonlight of the clear night sky, but after a few blinks and watering the eyes, you start to see a very dour-looking Ness looking down at you.
Oh, I can
Always
see now.
looking down. Yay! Right, would you guys like to roll perception, please?
I'm just going to heal Ness while they perceive. I'm just gonna skip the perceiving.
What was that?
So, 11, 12, 13. So that's a success on the healing of Ness, and I'm going to use 2 mana points on him as well.
Yep.
Oh, he does a lot better. He gets 8.
Nice.
Full health. Yay.
Let's see. I got a 15 on perception.
You got a 15 on perception.
I got a 12 with a double 4.
Awesome. Let me see. As you watch, you see someone wearing what can only be described as some sort of draconian cowl. It's a cowl made of white and red fabrics, but it seems to cover their face in a way that makes them look very serrated. And this figure appears on one of the roofs and drops behind cover. And next thing you know, you hear the whistle of an arrow. Now, would you care to roll a initiative check for me? This is just for Ness, because he perceives the threat of the arrow. I want to see. It seems to be aimed towards Firiel. So you get the opportunity to drag her down. So you get to roll a. That's going to be I believe, a cunning. Let me just check that. Dexterity. It's always dexterity. Every time I think it's cunning, it's dexterity. I quit. You know, son of a. You take charge. Yep. Done.
Okay, I get a double.
Yep.
And 15.
15 and a double. What was your dragon die?
2.
Okay, cool. What would you like to do?
I would, like to go up, take her, my arm around her head, and straddle her down with me so she doesn't take any full damage.
Awesome. Furiel is probably lets out a little hee as this happens, because this is shocking behavior. Shocking. Suddenly, out of nowhere, Ness leaps on your back and with his body weight rolls you down into a rather protective embrace. This all happens as Valeth is lying on the is trying to heal Ness. So she's following up, saying, "What? Where are you going?" And this arrow comes out of nowhere with a straight past you, so fast you can actually hear the whistle of the feathers at the back before it dinks off the side of the wall. Then the night goes very, very quiet. All of a sudden, you're just lying there.
Does this arrow look like the ones sticking out of Grifa?
Good question. It does. They have a white and black stripe attached to them. It does indeed. I'm just writing down some gubbins here. Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. What was that?
I'm terribly sorry, Cyril.
Yeah, don't. Oh, this is nice. Very nice. This is a good thing for you, I guess. Thanks.
We should we should move. Get out of sight in case there are more arrows. Don't you think?
Yes.
Let's get to some cover.
Yeah.
Did I see that guy on the roof as well?
No, you did not.
No.
There are some, guy over there. I try to describe his.
Yeah. Good point. Anyone who has lore, specifically, rather cunning, specifically of military lore, if you have it.
No.
No, I did not choose that. No.
I will also accept religious lore.
I have arcane and cultural.
Cultural. Yes, cultural's perfect.
All right. Cool. What do we have? We have 11, 15 plus 3 plus 1. So enough.
Drink.
19.
From the way that Ness describes it, it sounds like the type of attirement that Tevinton soldiers use.
Okay. Ness, have you ever seen a Tevinton soldier?
I believe
Have
Ness
I?
has.
Oh, I've lived there. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Well, then this isn't going to make you very happy then, because what you just saw sounded a lot like a Tevinter soldier.
I grow silent.
Would you like to roll initiative, please?
Yes.
Would you like to rage?
Would you like to go rampage?
I would. I'm just gonna. I would like to page, please.
Can I sit this one out? I just got burned in the face.
In the face!
Did you add anything for the initiative?
If you have a focus in initiative, which I think is also probably dexterity, that's going to be +2 to your roll. So that's pretty good.
I actually do have that. So it's dexterity plus your dice, right?
Yep.
And your initiative, if you have
It's 3 dice, add it together, add your dexterity, and then add the focus if you have it.
I have the focus.
I have it! Yes. So I have it!
Okay.
Drew.
Mine is 12.
Same. I got 12.
Minus 15.
Awesome. Let me see. 12, 15, and what was the last one?
12.
12.
Wow. Who wants to go first? Between the two 12s. Who wants to downgrade to 11?
I can go down to 11. It's okay.
Alrighty. So that is going to be Valeth. And then that's Cinnaba's character, Firiel, for 12. And then Ness McNessface is 15. Awesome. As you sit there protected by the wall, you hear the shuffling of some feet and some barking in the very curvy language of Tavine. Then you hear someone speaking in the Trey tongue with a rather more familiar Ferelden accent, though a lot higher pitched. It's obviously a female. Kill them quickly. We can't have any witnesses.
Oh, fuck.
Anyone take a peek?
I'll
Take
take
a look.
a peek.
Take a peek. When you, I'm not going to make you roll for it or anything. When you take a look, you see them trying to flank around you. Though the way the courtyard is with all of the different marketing stalls, the area is quite claustrophobic. Coming at you straight in your face is a rather large Tevinton soldier with a gigantic shield. He's utterly naked except for one simple breastplate and a loincloth, but in his over his helmet he has this huge slave collar on obviously slave cufflinks as well, which double up as some form of armor. In his right hand, he has a rather large mace, and in his left one is this gigantic tower shield, which he slams down and starts moving slowly towards you. Around him, you see two very similar-looking soldiers with more clothing, though still not that much. Again, they look more like gladiatorial fighters than anything else. These two just have a sword. It's a wicked-looking serrated thing. When they seem a bit more nimble, but they're not daring to come too close without the brute there to support them. Behind them, you have one archer, the same guy who fired the arrow before. He seems to be skulking behind some of the market stands. But dominating the whole scene, the commander of this force is this rather tall looking figure of a woman who takes a helmet off for a second. This red, fiery hair spills out. She has this very severe face with exceptionally cold eyes, looking at you like you're nothing, that she just worse than she scraped off the back of her boot. Her equipment is basically Templar, except for one huge difference. The tabard isn't blue, it's red. And the design is of a white. The design is the same, except a bit more fiery, but it obviously has the red cloth instead. And she points at them. Quickly, make short work of them. Now,
I
going.
I, I, I describe these things I see while I see them.
Sure, go for it. Everyone is informed and
Yes.
aware. The archer moves into position by climbing up a wall, trying to get a bit of a shot on you. It's a bit of a hard shot, but he fires his arrow at you as you poke your head out.
Can I pull out my shield to, cover us?
You can try and do that, but largely he seems to be firing at you anyway, and your shield naturally gives you a better defense rating. For example, if it's a shield rating of 2, you add that to your defense. So don't forget that if you're wielding it.
Yeah, well, can I try to cover not only myself, but also try to, shield my companions?
Sure. I'll put you on a defend action for your move, but the archer gets to fire first, unfortunately. So that doesn't help yet, but it will do soon enough. In the meanwhile, the archer goes for 12. No duboku!
What?
What is your defense, by the way?
My defense?
Nessie McNess.
Uh,
Nessie! New name.
17.
17. The arrow dinks off the wall. It seems the wall's giving you a lot of protection from him. Otherwise, it would have been straight into your lung, probably. That's him. Next person up is Nessie and the Zealots, which sounds like an amazing children's novel. I want to read it.
Or like
the
a
Zealots.
Really cool rock band.
Right? I would totally listen to that. I don't even care if it was like, country western. One of the Zealots loses patience and starts running at you, but you basically act at the same time. What do you want to do?
I take my bludgeon, my
Yep.
ball, and just try to smack at him.
Try to smack at him. Would you mind rolling a quick dexterity check to see who gets to hit who first? No, you know what? Forget it. I just rolled 3 ones. Anyway, he's like, As he comes in, he raises his sword up with a grunt, and he's about to bring the thing down before you literally just have a shorter arm movement to catch him within his own guard. Roll attack.
That's
3 dice. Add your strength if it's relevant, or dexterity if it's a finesse weapon. Not finesse, light.
Yeah. Let's see. Strength, okay?
Yep.
This is nice. There's 12. There's 15.
Yes.
And it's 17 because I got bludgeons as well.
Holy moly. That's not bad. 17. Yes. Defense 17. Yeah, you get him easily. Right, roll damage. Did you get any doubles, by the way?
Yeah, 2 3s. And the dragon dice is 3.
Ooh, let's have a look at the shopping list. Alrighty. Do you have the stunt list there with you, by the way?
No.
Don't worry about it this time. I'll help you, but I'm going to send you some stunt shopping lists so you can have them ready with you next time. Be a lot easier. You can hit him twice. They can use something called a lightning attack for 3 stun points. It basically means you can smack him and then attack again.
Okay, so
Yeah.
do I have to do another attack roll too?
In a second. Let's see what damage you do first.
Okay, that's 1 1d6 plus 3.
Yes.
That is 6.
6.
Yes.
Cool. Your attack dents him around the helmet, making a resounding bell-like dong noise. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to cause much damage to him. You want to roll to attack again?
Yep.
Yeah.
Say. Yes. Okay. 8, 9, plus 5, 14.
14. Your attack just goes wide. He nimbly ducks under it. At which point he attacks back and hits you straight into the face with his sword. That was. Oh wow. This is going to be brutal. The sword comes straight in. Rick's looking at the rules. Drink.
I gotta fill up them.
Oh no! Ness is actually getting drunk in real time, kids.
Yeah,
In real time.
In real time.
Great.
Pretty impressive.
It's just apple juice. No.
Yeah, very well stored apple juice.
Right.
This is brutal. All right, the only way I can explain this amount of dice because I just rolled
You
incredibly
have
high
no
to hit.
head. You have no head.
No. Actually, it's quite the opposite. He brings the sword down brutally, and in one swift action, you clap your hands together, or rather, Ness claps his hands together on the blade as it comes down. It sticks into your skull just like that, into the bone. You can feel that if you hadn't stopped it, you would be dead.
Oh my
But
god.
it sits there, and you can feel the blood pouring into your eye. At which point, you just drag it away, and now you've got blood just pouring down the side of your face. You take 4 points of damage before you deduct armor.
Shit.
I just rolled 3d6 for damage, and I got 4 in total. That was just like, why even bother?
Why even bother? So...
Sorry, no, forgot to add strength. That was in fact 7. 7 before armor, so deduct the armor from that. What is your armor?
4.
4. Okay, so you take 3 health.
Okay.
That's it.
Could be worse.
But now you've got an amazing, nice little. You know that scar on your face?
Yes.
Now we have 2.
That's where it came from.
That's where it came from.
Awesome. Next up is Zealot number 2. Zealot number 2 comes after Ness as well, seeing his partner in trouble. He runs and gets an advantage for 2 versus 1. Manages to score a hit on it, but no doubles this time, so it's just a normal attack. He manages to get for the Zealot. Drink. Kamala. Yes, he gets 7 as well. So you take 3 health.
So 6 in total.
Yes. Next up is the Brute. Oh my. The Brute stomps in. However, he's got another target in mind. He goes after Valeth. However, he's a bit slow, so he's going to try running for his one of his actions. Yeah, he's trying to charge you, but the wall is really in the way, and he doesn't look like the sort to have it easy. So he's going to try and climb over that. Manages it, but now he's standing right in front of you. Looming.
Yeah.
Luminous. Next up is... It's going to be Feriel.
Yes.
Still unseen, by the way, on the floor. No one's noticed there yet.
Can I be on the floor and shoot a
Yes.
motherfucker?
Yes.
Yes.
There's probably, you know what? There's probably actually like a disadvantage. I don't care. Just do it. It sounds awesome. Rule of cool.
That's
Up
what I
the
thought.
butt. Arrow up the butt.
I need one more ass shot. No, I'm gonna try to.
Go on. Butt crit.
No, I'm gonna try to attack the one that's up in Valeth's face, I guess, because she's more squishy.
Go for it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna kind of aim for like if his neck is bare or any other like.
This usually gets shown in the fact that you're very close helps for your attack roll. But otherwise, the damage really does. It is a matter of you getting stunt points here. So go for it.
Yeah.
Good
Okay.
luck.
Now it is. I add my dexterity to this, or
Yes.
yes, sweet. Okay, I got a 15.
15. Any doubles?
Nope, no doubles.
Ooh. I thought you were meant to be good at this. so bad. Okay, groovy. 15, yes. Underneath the shield, literally there's this amazing scene where the brute stomps in thinking, easy kill. I'm gonna stomp this stupid mage down into the ground. And steps over the wall. And as he looks down, he sees this diminutive little elf with a bow looking up. There's probably a winking moment there. You know, it's like, aye, thunk. Roll damage.
Because I've written that it's 1d6 plus 1 plus perception. Is that right?
Yeah, plus for your perception. This is true.
Yes. Okay, so I got 6 on my dice.
Yes.
Uh,
So that's plus 1, and plus your perception.
And that's 3. So
6 plus 4, that's 10 damage.
10 damage.
10 damage. Sheesh on a stick. Nice. You managed to catch him in the thigh, quite nastily, though it's not as much damage as you might have liked. Where are we? Oh no, that's the wrong person. I'm sorry. We knew the wrong person. Who's next up? Ah, yes. Oh, that's gonna be Hark. The Templar doesn't seem to move forward yet. She simply raises her sword and says, "Come on, we haven't got time for this," and does what we call a motivational speech for baddies.
Oh.
The Tevinton soldiers seem to be steeled by the effect, so that they're less likely to break and run now. They're just going to stay here until they've done the job. Then it comes to Valeth. Valeth, right in front of you is this big
Rick?
hulking monster. Eh?
Rick,
What?
I'm just gonna ask you one question.
I'm going to answer with one word.
And that's no. No. Backstab. Wouldn't my backstab abilities sort of work into this weird thing?
You know what? Technically, yes, because backstab doesn't actually say it's only melee weapons. The actual rule is quite unclear. So it really is down to, I need to probably check the errata at some point. If anyone's in the audience right now who knows the answer to this, and I can actually like give sources, they'll just say, "I think it's this."
And also drink.
And also, drink! Yeah. Because it says here, backstab, you can inflict extra damage with an attack if you strike an opponent from an unexpected direction or catch them unawares. You must approach your opponent with a move action. So technically it says you have to have to move as your minor action.
Yeah.
Then you must win an opposed test for your dexterity stealth versus your target's perception. Under these circumstances, however, because you're hidden, you would get unexpected attention. I think it still counts. I don't think you have to move.
Well, I mean, if he looks down
close.
between his legs and sees her winking at him, I think that's pretty sneaky.
That is pretty damn sneaky. I tell you what, I'll make you a deal. If you could pass a stealth check against him, I will let you use your knives instead of your bow.
Yeah, okay.
Because that will cause more damage. I think the bow thing's great and all, but I don't think that's what it's talking about. So let's do that. Do a stealth. Roll stealth. Cunning.
Okay.
Dexterity.
Dexterity, that's double 4.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, this is going to be one of those Jesus moments, because this is a 20 in total.
Drink!
You know, I just rolled like 6, 6, and a 5, but I had a look at his perception and it's like 0. So I was like, Lame. Awesome.
My stealth is just 6 by proxy.
Proxy. So now you get to add +2 to the plus 1d6 damage extra.
Yes. That's a 3.
Yeah. Awesome. That would mean that technically he's actually received 5 damage in total. Nice. You're what actually happens is he comes over this wall, sees the mage, is raising his weapon ready to get a clean kill, and of course he hears a little at which point he looks down underneath his shield to see a little diminutive elf with a dagger, and then stabs it into his right into his foot, going straight through a few of the tendons and like causing this gout of blood to come up as it hits an artery. At which point he howls and struggles as he's trying to keep his balance but not fall over the wall. Nice. Now it's Valeth's turn.
Right.
Hey, Valeth!
Okay, so my thing is, I kind of want to throw rock armor because I'm squishy, but it takes a whole minute to cast. And I'm not sure that we should use that time for that right now.
If in doubt, attack! It's the only order worth remembering.
Yes. So I think I'm going to try to use Drain Life and Suck Life from the target. 1d6 plus magic damage, 10-yard range.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
1d6, yes. Okay, so,
so that,
roll it.
Yeah, that costs me 5 mana points, so... Okay.
Go for the target number.
Yeah, that's 12. So.
You can do it!
Oh, doubles!
Did you get doubles and did you pass?
Yes, I got, let's see, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, plus my magic, which is a lot, which is 3, so that's 17, 18, 19.
That's definitely a success. However, you got stunts. What was the dragon die?
I don't know if you can see it.
Ah! Yeah, I can see that shit.
Sixes.
That's that shit. Oh, so you got 6 stun points.
Yeah.
So you can actually buy a few things here. For example, you could. I don't know if you have the list in front of you.
I
You
have
could
the
make.
list, but I'm not sure what I would use it for. So.
Does the spell do damage?
Yes, it does 1d6 plus magic damage.
Yep. You can buy for 2, get an extra d6 by doing a mighty spell, and then use the other 4 to do something called fast casting, and then you can do a second spell straight away.
Ooh, yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, I can do that.
I'm so getting you some copies of this. This is really useful. Anyways, yes. So first of all, he gets a chance to defend against it, I believe. What's the test?
Let's see. Test Drain Life.
Drain your life.
Their Constitution.
Ah, yes. Nope, he fails that miserably. So now he takes the damage as normal, but with an extra d6.
Yeah, okay. So that's a 6 on the first roll, plus magic. So that's the one I have in my magic on my abilities. Okay.
Oh,
so that's
God,
9, plus
oh,
another
no.
6. 1d6.
Yep.
Let's see. That's a 1, so that's 10.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That can't be right. No, that's not fair. That's well OP. Come on, no. No! It's penetrating damage. His shield, it does nothing. You just suck his soul out through his butt. Where's the glossary? Here we go. Penetrating damage.
I get those hit points that he loses, which takes me up to full health.
How much damage was it in total?
It was 10. So
and you get to do another spell if you want. You can do the same spell.
Yeah, why not? Let's see, I have 11 spell points left, and that costs me 4, so that means that I have 6 left? No, 7. 7.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, okay.
Need to get you some mana potions.
Yeah.
Blip, blip, blip.
I got a double again.
Doesn't count this time, I'm afraid.
No, I know, but 2 6s, what are the odds?
I think that Son of Us giving you her odds.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
I think we're drinking for the wrong person.
The same as last time, so that's.
Aye. But now roll your d6 plus magic penetrating damage. Jesus Christ, I can't believe that's so harsh.
Well, that's not 4 because I rolled a 1 on the dice. So.
Boo! Yeah, you know what? Do you? No, that doesn't matter. So yeah, that's still 4. Jesus H, this guy's getting slaughtered. You get that health back as well, don't you?
Is there enough time for me to take a 5-foot step backwards away from him? So I'm just.
As your minor action, sure. I think you can do that.
Yeah.
That isn't a bird pixel.
There is a 5-foot step mechanic even in Dragon Age, but.
Well, there is like a few talents you can use to do that backflip and shoot thing, but really a minor action is a move.
Yeah.
So you can do a major action and then get the hell out of dodge.
Yeah.
Now that was a brute.
Yeah, I'm just gonna evade him. I'm gonna just step back as far as I can go.
Yes,
really.
yes. That's awesome. Yeah, I think we're back to this is round 2 now, starting with the archer, who has noticed that Nesty can't see anymore because there's 2 zealots in front of him. However, he can see Valeth, standing next to the brute. And he takes a shot, and he gets it. What's your defense? It's probably not going to be higher than 15, is it?
17.
No.
Mine?
No, I mean Valeth.
I know it's not much. Let's see, defense. I don't have anything because I don't have any armor. So 0.
It's basically your dexterity plus 10 then.
My dexterity plus 10. Okay, so that's 10.
Yes. That's pretty good. All right, cool. Yes, he hits you with an arrow, which causes. Oh, right. Well, that wasn't much. 6 damage before armor, which you don't have, so that's gonna be 6 damage.
6 damage.
As you manage to suck most of this life force out of this big brute, who seems to go grey and pale from the effort of trying to keep himself together. You can almost hear him making dry heaving noises, like he's trying to throw up, but he has nothing to throw up. Just out of nowhere, you hear a whistle noise, and an arrow strikes you straight into the shoulder. It doesn't stick, however. Luckily, it bounces off the bone that way, but it leaves a rather nasty gouge in your side, and the blood starts soaking through the cloth.
Yeah. I just put my hand where it hit and go like.
Ness, old buddy, old pal, it's your turn. You got 2 zealots in front of you.
Well, I'm gonna strike the one who tried to take this. That took almost my eye out.
Yeah, right. What a dick. It's like you barely know me, man.
Let's say. What was attack again? Strength?
Yes, if you're using a heavy blade, it is.
Yeah, bludgeoned. So 5, 9, 12, 14.
14. Oof. Are you using a focus with that as well?
Yeah.
Gosh, that's really low. You try and strike the guy in front of you, but you miss just as he manages to dodge to one side. These guys are really adept at what they're doing. You're starting to feel a bit outclassed, actually. The guy in front of you, the 2 zealots, look at each other for a second, and then attack at once. The first one gets a total of 16. Doesn't get through, does he? Nah, didn't think that somehow. The second guy, as the first guy misses, he stumbles into the second guy, at which point you can hear Tavine language curse words throwing at each other, like, you crazy fool! Because obviously Tavines are
Yeah, I know
stereotypical
Tavines.
Italians. Yeah. I can speak Mario Brothers. It's great. Meanwhile, we're down to 14's done, 13 the brute. Awesome. The brute is kind of hopping on one foot for a second, gets very angry, and strikes downwards at the elf between his legs. Drink! Drink!
Yes.
Oh no! What? No! Come on! Oh, that wasn't good. That wasn't good at all.
Oh no.
Yeah, you manage to easily move your head to one side as the huge mace comes down, cracking the concrete and give you tinnitus in one ear, but missing you completely. He's very much not happy with the fact that someone stabbed him in his foot, because he probably prefers being stabbed in the face. I mean, if no one likes a stubbed toe or anything, do they? Next up is Firiel.
Yes. If I use my dagger, do I then use strength instead of perception to attack?
If you use your dagger, you use dexterity for your attack roll, because it's a light weapon, and then you use oh bless, what was it now? I think you used dexterity for the rolling to wound as well. If I'm not mistaken.
Drink.
No, it's strength to wound, because it's perception when it's an arrow.
Rek?
Hello.
Just one fast question, because I forgot to, update my strength there, because I don't. Would 15 hit him?
Yes.
Because I actually got 15.
I believe you. Go for it. Roll damage.
6.
Is that including everything? Yeah, that's 6 in total.
Yeah, that's 1d6 plus 3. No, then it's plus 4. Sorry, 7.
Yes, excellent. Your sword manages to take a nick out of the guy's flesh. She doesn't seem to be.
It's not a sword, it's...
I keep forgetting you use a maul. Is it like a claw hammer? Well, describe this maul to me. I'm curious.
I don't have any clear picture of it, but it's a bludgeoned.
It's a blunt instrument.
Yeah.
Just like Ness. I like it. Awesome. You may want to pull out your double-handed sword for this one, actually. It might be interesting, chopping heads off. Awesome. You hear... wait a second. No, the next one up is... Valeth.
No, it was my turn.
Have you not had it yet? You're right. Sorry. Badness.
I just
Badness.
yeah, because I asked about my attack roll. If I used dagger, it was dex or strength or whatever. But now I'm just confused.
Yeah. And then I got asked a question, and then I was like completely distracted. I'm
Yeah.
gonna find that out for you now, because I haven't played this enough of late, and I want to make sure I get this correctly.
Yes.
Making attacks. Oh, here we go.
Wow, is that the time? We've been doing this for quite some time, and I haven't really noticed.
Don't worry. That's because it's fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dexterity for bows, heavy blades, for example, is strength. Yeah, it's definitely that. And then your damage is. Yeah, it is. It's dex for attack roll, and then strength for damage.
Okay. Sweet. Okay. Sweet. All right. Then I'm gonna try to attack the guy above me with my dagger. And since he just like tried to stab me, I'm probably gonna go for his main artery in his thigh or something.
You're gonna find the previous hole and start wiggling it around until you nick something.
Yeah.
I like it. It's horrible. Go on.
Ooh, I got a double one, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna hit him because I got really, really low.
I don't know. He's not very good in the defense department. He's heavily armored, but he's not very good in the defense department. Yeah, it is. What you get?
Just a 9.
Yeah, that misses completely. You can't seem to get the knife anywhere fleshy. You seem to just scratch it against the metal banding on his shin.
Yeah.
Valeth, you're up.
Okay. Okay, so how far away am I from Ness and Feral?
You're literally within meters of them.
Yeah, so I'm within the range of 10 yards, right?
Yath.
Okay. So what I think I want to do, because this is like, it's taking its toll and we're kind of damaged, so I think I want to try to cast Rejuvenate.
Yep.
Which basically is 1d6 heal immediately, plus 1d6 at the start of their turn for 3 rounds.
Sounds good. Do it. You get your target number.
15.
No.
So, this is risky. Okay, let's see. So, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17!
Nice. All right. You want to roll the d6 for them?
Yeah, sure. That's a 1.
Does it say it's one for everyone, or is it 1d6 per person?
It's 1d6 per person, I think. I mean, it doesn't really say. It says 1d6 heal immediately, and it affects everyone within a 10-yard range.
I would read it as 1d6 for different people. So,
okay, so
one for you.
1 for me.
Yep.
3 for whoever's next.
That would be Sunniva.
Yeah, and
Or
then,
Fidial, and then.
And then 3 for Ness.
Yes. Good. And you get that again next turn. Not a bad move. Yeah. That's awesome. The fight is seemingly very bloody and quite long-winded. Someone's getting impatient because you can hear two bells pealing now. One's the Fire Watch, one's the one is City Watch, and you're kind of horrified that they haven't turned up already. Can't help but feel like someone's paid them off a wee bit. But I need to sneeze so bad. I can't be.
Just mute your mic.
Oh, I can't. I couldn't see where my hands were.
Okay.
I'm blind. The Templar type figure at the back, the woman, she folds her arms, coughs, back off. I will show you how this is done. And she picks a helmet up and slams it down onto her head, and then draws her sword and gets the shield down. And then she clangs the weapons together, and then with one screeching call, charges straight at Ness. The other Venatori the other mysterious attackers start backing out of the way. So they are basically peeling away from combat. There we go. She charges straight up to Ness and goes for. Oh wow, that was really bad. What's wrong with you? Oh my god. 9, Nice. Okay. She brings the sword down in a tearing arc as she comes in, but she seems to move a plated boot on some mud, just an inch long enough for the sword to go whistling past Ness's ear, and then colliding with a shattering force against the wall, the actual the marble wall of the well, giving it a really huge dent into the side. She immediately whips the sword around and gets ready with her shield. And you can tell that she's just there's no wit here. There's no humor. It's just stone cold anger. Straight up to the archers backed off, the zealots backed off, the other zealot and the brute have backed off. So it's going to be Ness next.
All right, I'll just have at her then.
Go for it.
Let's see. That's not terribly good. Let's see. 10, 14, 16.
16. How did I write this down? 16, that was dexterity plus the shield. Yep, you get it. Roll for damage. Oh, did you get any doubles, by the way?
No.
If we get t-shirts printed, that's going to be on the back.
What?
Did you get any doubles?
Yeah.
Let's see. 4. No.
No, your maul clangs against their armor harmlessly. Ferial,
Yes.
you're up.
I attack. Is the guy above me still above me?
No, he's limping away.
Oh, he's limping away. So the closest would be the Templar, or?
Yes.
Yeah. Then I. Does she have any soft spots in her armor?
She is head to toe in plate mail, the heaviest plate mail you've ever seen.
Okay, so
Eyes, maybe? Just through the eye slits?
does the pierce armor thing work?
Yeah, it reduces the armor to half.
So I could try that.
Wait, you need to get a stun point for it, I believe.
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Okay. Who's closest other than her?
Enemies-wise?
Yeah.
Well, you got that poor-ass brute who's trying to get away, but he's moving like a speed of 3 at the moment between the weight of his shield and the very fact that he's still got, like, a huge gaping wound in one of his feet.
Okay, then I'm gonna try to shoot him with my bow then.
That's so mean. I love it. Go on, her.
Then, double 3. It's 11 plus... So it's a 15.
15. Nice, you get him. However, these big shield is going to cause some issue armor-wise. You got a double, however. What was your dragon die? 3. Nice. I do believe 3 allows you to do... Pierce armor is 2. So you find a chink in your enemy's armor. The armor rating is halved, rounding down versus this attack. I would go for that.
Yes. Then we'll do that.
Yes. Yes, do it.
Yes. Should I roll for damage?
Yes, please.
Alright, that sucked. So it's basically gonna be 6.
6. Minus the 4, that's gonna be 2 damage on him. Jesus, this guy's a mess. This brute is like not doing very well. He's limping on one foot. He still seems to be trying to gag and throw up in his helmet. You can hear the dull echo in it, and he's got like lots of like sores and rashes appearing on his skin where the entropy like spell had sucked some of his life out. He needs like a lot of sleep basically and a lot of tender care now.
Oh, poor fella.
Yeah, he's the type of big guy who probably has like a really small dog at home or something. But I'm really developing a character for this fella. It's great. I'm gonna call him Brian. Cool. That was you, Valeth. You're up.
Okay, right. Well, I don't really have a lot of spell points left, so I'm just going to do an arcane lance.
Woohoo! Go for it.
The question is...
Yeah.
Should I do it on the big burly guy, or should I try to do it on that awful armored woman that's attacking Ness?
Yes.
I think I'm going to do it on the awful woman.
Yay! Go for it.
Filthy human scum.
It's a standard dexterity attack, so roll that. Oh, you just use magic instead, though.
Yeah, I just use magic.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so let's see.
It's a ranged attack. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Words. I don't
Words,
do them.
yeah. Okay, so that's 7, 8, 9. And it's +2 if I have a focus in it, right?
It is indeed. That's
Okay.
the attack roll, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
11.
11?
Yeah.
That's a hit, yeah?
Okay. That's good, because this was a shitty ass roll. So that's 1d6 plus my magic. So
Yep.
let's see. That's a 1 +3, so 4. Stupid dice.
4 damage in total?
Yeah.
Nice.
Good.
The lance blast slaps into her armor like dry ice with the sound of cracking crystal. And you see a dent in the armor, but it doesn't go through in the slightest. The blue incandescent flame just poofs out.
Okay.
Although the Templar twists her head at you like really sharply, and you just know that you've gotten her attention.
Mm-hmm. Yay. Okay. Right. So it's the start of my turn now. So I get 1d6 hit points.
Yes, you do. If anyone's forgotten that, by the way, do that now.
So that's 3 on the dice plus, or was it just?
It's just
three?
D6.
Just a d6. Yeah. Okay. So that's
Yep.
3 for me. So that's 17, 18, 19 hit points. And can I do an arcane lore check to see if like the armor seems to be enchanted, like it resists magic?
Sure,
or something?
that's a free check. Roll that.
Okay, I'll do that. 10, 11, 14, 15, 16.
16. Possibly. Though, what strikes you as most important is the fact that this is obviously a well-trained Templar.
Yeah.
It doesn't need enchanted armor to resist magic.
No, because she can resist it to begin with.
Yeah, she's a mage hunter. She will pretty much. She's this woman is a brutal killing machine,
Okay.
and you are not the first mage she has met, and you are certainly probably not going to be the first mage she's killed.
No, probably not. Okay, so with that knowledge, I'm going to scream to Ness and Feral and say, I can't harm her. She's resistant. You have to take her.
Then I scream back, bite her then!
Bite your
No.
nose.
Constructive criticism, please. Then I just back away.
Drink.
Yeah. Drink.
the Templar woman essentially just looks at Ness in a way that she just lowers her guard, like you are beneath me. She says, looks at the mage to her right, pulls her sword straight at you, Bailiff, and says, "You, apostate, you die first." And then she charges toward you. If you want, I'll let you have a quick attack of opportunity, Ness, because she doesn't care. Go for it. You want to hit her?
Yep, of course.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to smack her right in the face.
You're gonna get +2 to the roll because she's turned her back on you.
Okay, let's see.
Do I have
Okay,
the
then.
opportunity to scream something back at her, by the way?
Sure,
Yeah.
as long as it's cool.
Oh, Valeth is like pissed because, yeah. So she's just going to scream, "Fuck you!" in return. All eloquence to the wind.
Mm-hmm.
18.
18, nice.
And
You score-
20 actually. You gave
Nice.
me 2 plus 20.
I did. Did you get any doubles?
No, sadly.
No. Go on, roll damage.
Let's see. 1d6. Okay, 9 plus 4, 13.
13. Yep. Cool.
And
Cool.
also, Valeth, this might be the perfect opportunity to actually take Feral's tip in consideration.
Run like
Bite her?
bite her. The Templar.
Ness needs to roll a 1d6.
Ness. Ness. Roll 1d6 for health. Ness.
That's one round. 2 more.
The Templar, as she's storming away from Ness, going after Valeth, gets hit the back of the helmet so hard that you see her head knock sideways for a second. At which point she straightens up and then whips her sword around in a brutal arc, twisting it right back around at Ness. And
Can I try to deflect her with my shield?
Your shield is already incorporated into your defense, because if you have it, you get in your hand, you get +1, 2, or 3, depending on how big it is. You can also, one of your actions when you're fighting is called a defend action, where you focus on trying to take the hits. It's not very good. I would never use it myself, but if you're trying to keep someone busy, it could be useful. Again, I'm going to get you guys some crib sheets for next time, so you have all of this information in front of you. Yep, she's hit you with the sword, which is now going to be brutalizing. Yeah, da-da. Yeah, da 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 da, la da 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 da. Hey, my job. Anyway, the sword comes around, and what's your armor rating, by the way, Ness?
17.
7?
Team.
No, that's your defense. What's your armor?
Oh, 4.
4. Awesome. The sword comes around, catching you under the armpit and almost lifting you off the ground as it bites deep and you can feel it searing hot pain as it cuts between 2 of your ribs, and it makes you fly over to one side and land on your back. You take 13 points of damage. That's 4? After armor. That was minus the armor.
Okay.
Yes.
I scream, Ness!
I go like, ah!
Yeah, Ness disappears from view behind the well wall. Actually, cool. At which point she turns around, because she's got lightning strike with this one, and brings the sword down again on top of Ness, and gets a hit. Oh, not so good this time though. She manages to score a total of 5 health as the sword comes down and carves straight into the stomach area of your armor. This is after armor's been removed, by the way, so it's 5 health. How much are you on now?
Let's see, 17 plus 5, it's what, 22?
Yep.
So I got like 31 HP left.
31 HP? That's pretty good for a level 2 character. Yeah, Jesus.
I would have been dead.
Wait, are you sure about that? Because you get 30 plus 1d6 when you start off as level 1. You've gone up 1 level, which is usually d6 plus constitution, which couldn't be any higher than 10. So that would make it 40. You've just taken 17, which would mean... How much health did you start with?
I don't remember.
I'm checking that. Anyway, so the swords come down twice now, and there's blood. Ness's blood is all over the place. The heart gets just another. The Templar gets just another moment to just.
No, wait, I got 22 left actually.
There we go. Yeah, math sucks, doesn't it? Especially when you realise that you're nearly dead. Next up is it's Ness gets another turn because you're at the top of the table.
Oh. Okay.
You're prone at the moment, so you're gonna have to use your minor action to get up.
Yeah, of course. So I'm gonna, do like a flip over, whatever.
Nice. Really cool.
Get up.
Yep.
And of course, I'll have to defend myself. Start to, hit her.
Mhm.
Let's say. Oops. Ooh, I got a triple. Wow.
What'd you get?
666.
Whoa.
Yeah. 666. 18 plus strength, which is 4.
For rule of cool, I suggest, since you got knocked over, you should pick up your double-handed sword.
Okay.
Do that. Do it for me. Do it for Rick.
Yes, I do that.
Yes.
Do it for you.
Yeah.
So it's my two-handed sword up. And
That ought to go through the
as I
armor.
said, 18.
Yep.
Plus 4.
Yep.
Which is 22.
Yep.
Plus 2, 24.
Mm-hmm. That's your roll to hit, yes? Yes, thank God for that. Okay, cool. You get a hit. Roll for damage.
Yes.
3d6 plus your strength.
Plus my strength.
Yes.
Yes. And it's 14. 18.
18. Nice.
That is crazy.
That is
And
pretty
it's
good.
a double as well.
That's true,
And
actually. Yeah,
double.
you get an extra 2d6 damage on that one.
Extra 2d6.
Yeah, lethal. It's one of the stunts. The best one is lethal strike, which is an extra 2d6.
Let's see, 2d6 more.
Yep.
Ooh, 10 more, so 28.
28 damage in total. Nice. Minus the 10 for the plate mail, and that's 18. Nice. Cool. Groovy. Your double-handed sword, which you probably not after you backflip up, you can't find your maul anymore, and just decide, oh, whatever. Pull out the gigantic double-handed sword. Realize that this was probably the great can opener that you needed, and then brutally bring it down an arc that narrowly misses her shield and catches her right across the midsection here. You can actually see it, the tip, bite in through the armor so much that a bright viscous spray of bright colored blood splashes out before you slide it clear and get ready to try and follow up with a spear punch. The Templar knocks your shield, your sword to one side, takes a step back, looks at the wound, looks back. Huh. Maybe you are worthy.
I hate
Crazy
her.
bitch!
I
Crazy
hate
bitch!
her.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, I do believe it's going to be Furiel next and then Velith again.
Can
Furiel!
Am I behind her or?
That is going to be your thing now, isn't it?
Roll 1d6 for health.
Yes, roll 1d6 for health.
But I don't need it because I have full health. I've
Okay.
only lost 2 health and I got that back.
Donate your 1d6 to charity. Someone else out there might need help. Go on. You could probably roll a stealth check to try and sneak up on her,
Yeah.
but then try and come down for the whole Twin Fang thing, which really should be a skill on the. Are you listening to this, Green Ronin? We need Twin Fang as a talent in this game. It would be amazing. It's the best move ever.
Oh. And did Ness roll for
She did.
health this round? Okay.
Just now.
Okay, just now. So that's
You made her do it.
2.
Yeah.
So 1 left.
What you get, Furiel? You don't look happy.
Oh no, I was just waiting.
Oh, that's the look of
stealth.
an impatient.
Yeah, stealth is really good actually. So,
Right.
so that's like 17 or something.
17, huh? Yeah. Fuck you. All right, you get to sneak up behind her as she's making this huge gesture towards Ness. In come you, sneaky, 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 and go for the strike. Roll to hit.
Yes. Oh. Oh, that's just a 13. But if it's a backstab, then it's.
Are you rolling to hit? Yeah.
Oh.
So that would be basically +2 because it's an unexpected attack.
Yeah, so it's if I get the +2, then it's.
Actually, technically, it's +3 when it's an unexpected attack. It's easily forgotten that.
Is it?
Yeah. So go for it. You hit. Roll for damage. You roll your normal 1d6 plus the extra d6 for backstabbing.
Yes.
Did you get any doubles, by the way?
No.
I'm gonna keep on checking because you need that pierce armor or lethal attack thing. You know. Go on.
Yeah. No, it's just 5, 6, 7. I got.
Mm-hmm. How much is that
7.
in total?
Yes.
Cool.
I got a
Unfortunate-
3, 1, and then yeah.
That sucks, actually. Your dagger can't find its way through the armor as you're trying to find. You're literally so close to her that you're lifting up plates, trying to. Oh, come on! Just go in.
Where's the stiletto when you need one?
But Templar plate mail is one of the best types of plate mail you can get this side of Orzammar. To be fair, Valeth, you're up.
Okay, so I roll 1d6 for me. That's 6.
Mhm.
So I am at full health.
Yes.
Yes. Cool. Okay. how badly hurt is Ness?
I think about, 3/4 health down?
3/4.
Or half?
Yeah, I have like 19 damage out of 44.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So I think I have 2 mana points left, so I can spend them on a heal, or I can, because my arcane lance didn't do any damage to her.
No.
So it's no point using that. So I'm going to use my last 2 mana points to try to heal Ness.
Alright, go for it.
Okay. Let's see. That target is 10. Please. Ooh! Yeah. Okay, so that's a double. 2 6s.
Yeah.
So that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I make a spell.
Yep, and you get stun points as well. So you've got, if you want, fast casting and mighty spell again.
Okay.
Basically, that means, although to be fair, you could use 2 spell points to reduce the mana cost by 1. If it goes to 0, it doesn't cost anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I might as well do that because that means I can heal again if necessary.
Yep. And then you've got fast casting, so you get to cast another spell.
Okay, cool. So I do. Ness gets 6 health points back.
Cool.
And I'm just going to arcane lance the bitch because that's all I can do right now. I have nothing else in my repertoire.
Nice.
So.
Pick up a rock and throw it.
Okay, that's 11, 12, 13, 14, and it's a double. It's 2 5s, and the dragon die is a 5.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, you don't get the stunts on the second spell, sadly, anyway. But
yeah, that's true. What's
yeah,
the second
you still got a hit though, right?
Yeah, I got a hit.
Yeah. Roll for damage.
Okay, let's see. The damage is 1d6 plus magic.
Yes.
6 damage.
Nice. Plus your magic. That's.
No, it's 6 total with the magic.
That's that. All right. All right. The actual blue shot that fires out of your staff, again splashes against the armor as if it's like it's nothing but ice being thrown at her. There's not even a dent this time. It's just nothing. But you healed her. That's something.
Yeah.
Now it's her turn. She drops the shield and a sword, and reaches over her back. She brings a sword out, which seems like a normal long sword, except it's got a gigantic red blade with a cross hilt.
No.
And as she holds it, when she holds it in both hands, the blade edge starts to crystallize, shift into a jagged, longer point. And then she takes the helmet off again, and then looks at you. You can see that some blood's coming down the back of her head where you clubbed her with the maul. She's smiling as blood kind of pools around the dimples in her cheeks. I'm going to enjoy
I'm
this.
going like a lot of blood on my head and my.
Can I shout something?
What? Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I just shout to Ness, don't let her hit you with that sword!
Of course not. Are you crazy woman? Of course not!
Ooh, Shazbat. What is that going to be? She actually hears this and decides, because she's failed a willpower check, that she doesn't like you meddling. So she switches around to Valeth and says, "Silence, witch!" And then swings the sword.
Never!
Bitch! Yeah.
Attack opportunity!
Yes.
No! No! Bad! This is happening. Deal with it. Oh, nice. Okay, your armor is nil point. Yeah, you take 22 points of damage after
I'm
armor.
down.
Yep. Cool.
That's 1 more hit point than I have at full.
A lot of things happen at once. Okay. The first thing you see is that while she's ready to attack Ness, a very angry Valeth shouts out, "Don't let it touch you." Then the Templar woman snarls like an angry dog, whips the sword sideways. You see the red crystal blade carve straight into Valeth's chest, parting ribs and such. and dropping her to the floor in a heap. At which point she brings the blade around upwards to try and bring it down on Ness. And then there is this thunderclap, the type of thing which makes you go scream from the noise. And she's thrown clean off her feet and all of about 9 feet before she comes to a skidding halt on the floor, landing on the pavement work so hard that she leaves cracks. You hear everything's silent for a second, and then you hear someone say, "I believe this is yours." And then someone throws something, and it rolls along the ground towards her as she gets up, and it's the head of one of her soldiers, one of these Tevinter soldiers. Out of the smoky alley storms this gigantic Kunari wearing all of this mage attire, this hunter's jacket and such. One of his horns has been snapped clean off. He's got lots of little wounds. He's covered in blood, probably not his own. And then his staff, his hand is holding this staff with wreathed with crystals floating around the top of it. And at which point he brings his staff up, screams out something you can't understand, and at which point the building to the left buckles and then falls right on top of her. The noise is deafening. The wooden building splits and just drops on her. She basically just puts a helmet on as the building falls on her. The other Tevinter soldiers just go from view. This Kunari trots over to you, panting. You can see he's got injuries on his chest. Looks down at Valeth. Right, we need to go. You, pick her up. You, follow me. We haven't got much time.
I pick her up.
Cool. Roll a stealth check. You know what? Screw it. I'm not going to make you roll a strength check. I can't even. Actually, she's lost that much blood. She's feeling very light in your hands. Very frail. She's never felt this light before. And she's gone very, very pale as well.
I cradle her very close, so I got her.
Yeah, like
You've never seen
breathing, like...
You've never seen an injury this bad before. It's not looking good. This mysterious Kunari rushes you over to a cart that's around the corner. He unhitches the horses. Put her on, quick! You slap.
I gently put her on.
Mm-hmm.
Hastily but gently.
Yep. Okay, hold on. This is going to really be bumpy. He jumps on the horse in front of this cart, whips the stirrups. What the hell do you call that thing?
Reins?
Yes, thank you. I'm not a horse person, you can tell. At which point the cart races down the street, rattling with like no suspension whatsoever on the cobblework.
I'm trying to stabilize Valeth while this riding.
Roll a heal check.
Heal? Check me?
Yeah, you trying to stabilize her. That's just a cunning check for target number 11, please.
Heal check, where is that?
It's basically just you roll 3 dice, add your cunning, and healing if you got the focus, and you need to get 11 or over.
Well, I did not. I got an 8.
Same. You're trying to keep the bleeding on, but there's just nothing here you can use. You try and get some fabric and push it down on the wound, but it's literally just to cross her entire chest. Trying to stop the bleeding it's insane. The fact that she's still alive is a miracle unto itself.
I could just see like the blood like just gushing out and just covering my whole neck and front of my face.
You can actually feel it in your lungs as well. You can actually it's making it harder to breathe.
Yeah.
Yep. A lot of rasping breath.
I'm going kind of frantic. Don't you fucking die on me!
I can't answer. I'm just like eyes almost rolled up in my head, just fighting to breathe.
Don't you even dare! If you die, I'll come for you.
I'll go to hell and bring you back myself. So selfish. The cart trip is really bad, actually. However, whoever this Karnari is, he knows his way around a horse. Even though the fact is, he's actually so big, this horse is like, really? As it's going along.
You should be pulling me!
Straight out of the city, there's some guy wearing some green and silver armor with like a hood over it. He sees you coming. The guards who are on guard duty they look like they're down. You don't know whether they're dead or knocked out, but they're down either way. And this guy nods as you race out, and then disappears himself. You go straight out into the darkness, into the night sky, away from Ostwick, and within about far too long has passed, you manage to get to a farmhouse where the Canary comes into the back, picks her up without any effort, and then just races inside.
Yeah, just hanging.
I'm right in his heels.
Right inside there, in this farmhouse, there is a worried-looking family at the back who are standing in the kitchen area. It seems there's a father, a mother, and a daughter. They're all human, and they're all holding each other, a bit afraid. Around the room is dotted a series of people dressed in the same attire with the green cloth and the silver armor in different layers and styles. Most of them are dead. One of them is on the table, and he's looking lifelessly at the roof. The Canary unceremoniously kicks him off the table before plonking her on it, and then he takes his staff. Okay, I'm gonna need some. I'm gonna need something. Oh God! Whatever you see here today, you never repeat. Do you understand me?
Whatever you say, just save her.
He takes a knife from his hand and cuts his arm straight up. Brings it up for a second. You can see the blood pouring out, and then it pools and whips around in the air as if it's like on a mist. And then with his staff, he writes in the air, and you can feel the ozone layer crackling in the room. It becomes so dry and static, you start to feel the hairs on your ears sticking up. Everything in your body starts to itch as the air goes very, very dry. And with his staff, he sticks it slightly into the wound, and then grunts. And then all at once, the wound starts to heal itself. This is absolute agony for Valeth, who is feeling every single bit. There is no anesthetic for this. Eventually, everything goes back into place. You may take... Yeah, you get 1 health point back.
So I'm at 0.
You are at 1.
Okay, 1.
Yeah.
Feral is like...
She's laughing?
So, yeah, it's like, oh,
Yeah, likes humor.
all that. She's still unconscious. I don't know. It's...
Oh yeah, she's thoroughly
Funny.
unconscious. The Canary staggers forward and falls down to the table. So he's just listed to one side, panting.
But I'm breathing steadily again, at least.
Yes. You were game time wise, you were 1 game round away from death.
Oh, yeah.
And that stuff sticks. He clicks his fingers, points to the family. Needle and thread, please. Needle and thread. She brings a needle and thread over, shaking hands, and he just starts. Well, shit. Starts sticking it through.
You need some help with that?
I'm fine.
You sure?
I think what I need is a drink. You haven't got any ale, have you? Excellent. The family start to bring out ale. Still a bit worried, but no one's harming them, and they're kind of just wondering when these strange people are going to leave. One of the surviving guys is kneeled up against the door, nursing a gut wound, and he's just looking outside, watching the street. Eventually, the person who you saw at the gate pops his head in, and he brings his cloak down to see this helmet that's kind of like almost cloth come to his face. He peels that off like that, with a sweaty face underneath, with like bloody lips and such, and he slumps himself down at the table next to where Valeth's resting, breathing heavily. Fucking hell. Well, yeah. So, we met the baddies then, I guess. You really should stow that shit. Alright, I'm stowing it, boss. Stowing it. Are we going to tell these guys what's going on? In a minute.
Yes, please.
While all this happens, I'm simply cradling Valeth's head, putting my forehead against hers, and just pray that she survives.
Is there a roll for that in Dragon Age? Yeah. I just keep thinking of Corypheus. I have seen the throne of the Maker, and it was empty. Right then. Did you take a photo? Proof? The Kunari stands up finally, dusts off his jacket, realizes that it's covered in oily blood, sighs, takes the jacket off and just drops it on the floor, but then washes his hands in a basin full of water, and clenching his fit knuckles as if he's been up to a lot. He looks exhausted. He sits down, and then looks at everyone across the room. Well, first, I want to thank you for hanging around. I'm sorry we didn't get there sooner. We had a bit of a ambuscade on the road here. My name's Adar. I'm an agent for the Inquisition. I'm here to take over. But I was hoping to meet, what was his name? Griefling?
He's dead.
Ah, okay.
Is his name. He was shot 4 times and then burned alive, so...
Shot 4 times, burned alive. Well, that sucks. Okay, what about Aloysius?
We don't know.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
Sort
we
of
do.
burn
She
alive.
burned to death.
Yeah.
I watched
burned
her,
hard.
like, die.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
Dead too.
Yeah.
The only one I've got left on my list now is someone called Maketh. Maketh.
That guy we don't really know what happened to.
Really? When did you last see him?
Going to bed before we went to bed.
Uh-huh.
Yesterday.
And then? He wasn't there when the place was on fire.
I don't think so. I can't
Classic.
remember seeing him or hearing him or anything.
Well, considering he is straight out of Kirkwall, and he's not a big fan of authority, I'm gonna have to say, I'm liking this guy for our traitor.
Matic?
Yep, that's your man. I'm liking him for our traitor indeed. Let me put this to you in terms that you'll really appreciate. Every single other cell in the Ostwick area is dead or missing. All of our assets, all of our contacts, anyone who ever liked us in Ostwick, this evening got taken off the board.
But it's a bit weird that this Matic guy was alone, because he's in another group, right?
He was with the Eagles.
Yes.
Only survivor.
But he was the only one who was at the tavern when we were there.
Interesting. He's probably just making sure that you were all there.
I'm just gonna have to have a pee break.
Do you ever want a pee break?
Sure.
Because we're working to the end now. This is
Yeah,
kind of like
we
cycling
are.
it up.
Yes. Pee break.
Yeah. Okay, so while we're away, we'll just put on the music a little louder so people can listen to that.
I don't think you have to put it louder, because it's already quite loud.
Okay. Well, we'll
Can
just
people hear us?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so 5-minute break, everyone. Chop chop.
Okay. Chop chop.
Yes. I already took a break, so... I don't think I put it louder.
Oh.
first.
I haven't left.
No, I figured that's why I said I was first. First back. Oh god, that was so stressful.
I didn't take 1 damage.
No, you were pretty safe the whole time, but that
Oh.
bitch had it out for me.
Yeah, she didn't really care. I was like standing behind her trying to find out where I could put my dagger, and she just didn't care I was there.
Not at all.
Nope.
But yeah, that's one of the most intense, like, fighting / half dying scenes I've had in a long time.
Yeah. I can understand that. It was almost making a new character time for you.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, oh god, I lasted 2 episodes? What?
To know it all, you know?
Yeah.
Can't know it all, huh? But I do have a person I can blackmail now.
Who, Matek?
No, Adar. Or Adar, or Adar. The Canary.
Oh.
He's a blood mage.
Oh yeah, sure.
Ha ha
Well, you can't. But, I mean, we should I think we should try to keep him as an ally, though. Like...
Yeah, I know. I know.
Don't think I was told you to tell a joke.
Yeah, but I think like the stream is like 30 seconds behind almost, so sadly I can't go back in time and tell a joke in the meanwhile.
We're back,
Oh, yeah.
bitches.
Second.
Are we back on?
Yes.
Awesome! Let's do this! I just threw my pen across the room. Why did I do that?
Because
yes,
you're excited.
I am excited. This is amazing. The Avar, I keep doing that. Adar, the Kunari.
Yes. The blood mage.
Yeah, shh. Don't hold it against him.
Of course I will.
He's not actually a blood mage, but that's not the thing entirely. He sits there with his arms folded across the table for a second. Right. First of all, can you 3 vouch for each other's identities?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't
Yeah?
really speak because I'm unconscious.
You know what? Just for shits and giggles, we're gonna say that you start to come around a bit,
Okay.
just so you can be included.
It's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, everyone looks at you for a second. Oh, God, she recovers quick. Excellent. In that case, allow me to welcome you to the Inquisition.
This isn't the welcomes that I'm actually used to, but sure, thanks.
Under the circumstances, I'm actually happy that we're here at all. This
Yeah.
is
I would second that.
This is
While
bad
Valeth
thing.
slowly comes to consciousness, my character still speaks with like this, tender, soft voice. Please don't ever put me through that again.
Aww.
Oh, that's so sweetness. Well, I can't promise anything, but thank you.
My heart won't take the pain.
Thank you.
And I realize you guys have been through a lot, so I'm gonna keep this brief. Our objective now is first and foremost to get reestablished in the city of Oswind. These Tevinter types, they have a lot of clout in this area. I do not know where they're getting their money from. I don't know who they are. What the hell? That was that a Templar I kind of shut down?
Well, she wasn't a normal type of Templar, I can tell you that. I think she had a red lyrium sword, which is why I nearly died.
It was Red Lyrium?
I think so. It acted like it was alive. It was strange.
How are you feeling?
I'm not sure. I feel really tired and tender.
Well, you did almost die,
But
admittedly, but I want you to keep an eye on yourself. If you start feeling very strange, or if anything feels wrong, I want you to tell me immediately, okay? Because if there is a problem, we need to act as soon as possible.
Like a runny nose, or...
I think it's a
No.
little more serious than that, love.
We're talking
I want
about...
to know what this acting is about. What actions will you take?
Well, the recorded symptoms so far have been random objects levitating.
Levitating?
Yeah, red lyrium tends to defy all known sense. But basically, if you start hallucinating or generally start becoming out of character a lot, aggressive all the time, if you start feeling itches on the inside of your head, things like that, very unusual shit, then you have to actually say something immediately.
Got it.
Because if we have any chance of helping, we need to start early. All right, now enough of that. First things first, we need to recuperate our losses because I started this trip with 50 people, I have arrived with 7, and you. That's not good enough. Luckily, I came prepared. The Nightingale, bless her cotton socks, has in fact given me a list of potential assets in the region. We need you guys to go out there with your knowledge of the area and recruit them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be easy. We need to get some really good people. I'm talking the baddest of the badasses. Okay?
What is our pay?
Are you kidding me? Oh, yeah, of course. I was warned about you. Same stipend as before. With every victory or enhancement the Inquisition gets, you will get your share of the profits. Also, any loot or any drubbings you take on field, you get to keep yourself, of course.
And also now we lost like our headquarters. Where would we be staying? I mean,
He looks slightly to Valeth for a second. Looks like a very weary kind of like, is this chick for real? Kind of like, it's like.
I apologize on behalf of my friend. She's very practical minded.
Drink.
I'm most certainly not. I love dancing and having a fun time as well.
Yeah, that's not what I meant, dear. That's not what I meant. But just answer her and it'll be over faster. I'm too tired to do that right now.
Very well. We haven't decided on a new location yet, but we have a few places. We're going to start outside the city for safety reasons, and then when we start actually getting a bit more of an eye on the inside, finding out what's going on, then we can start moving in. We're going to need your help for that as well. What would you like to work on first? Do you think we need some extra help first? Because I have some of these contacts we can get outside of Ostwick that are in the local area. Or do you think we should just charge straight in and get ourselves a sneaky location?
I think we probably want to have the we need people, I guess.
Yeah.
Before they are killed or taken by someone else.
To me, it seems foolish to just barge right back into what was a death trap, basically. We need to know who we're up against. It just doesn't make sense to go straight back in.
We do indeed. We've got a lot of work to do. And not much time to do it. Harvest is coming soon, and I really am worried about what they're planning. Reports are coming in that whoever these guys are, they may well be responsible or connected to the people who blew up the Temple of Sacred Ashes. I want to let that sink in for a second. We're talking about people who really literally want to see the world burn. We're not talking about political influence. We're not talking about getting one over on someone else. They want everybody to die.
This is actually some serious shit then.
Yeah, so you can take your wages, if you like, or you can, make sure you're alive to actually get it. It's a good thing too.
I say we kill them all.
I like that sentiment. I especially like it now that, I have the chance of actually delivering on that. Now, I'm gonna go rest up because I've used up all of my mana, and quite frankly, I've drank so much lyrium recently. I think I've designed a new headache. I suggest you the same. We're going to start really early in the morning, and I want to send you guys out to get hold of the first asset. We're going to need him especially with a lacking decent healer, because I can't use that red shit all the time. It's dangerous.
Well, I mean,
and
I
addictive.
can heal, but, as long as I'm conscious, I mean.
Well, put it this way. This guy's a specialist in red delirium, allegedly.
Okay, that sounds...
He's called... Yeah. This guy's referred to as the Apothecary. Apparently he's a bit of a roaming healer who goes around with a companion of his. We know very little about him. But this Apothecary roams the hills around the Vimark. mountains where you came from. So just take a couple of horses tomorrow morning, get up there, have a look around. Okay? All right. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Let's see. What?
Yeah.
What? Go on.
I forgot my character's name for a bit there. Ness looks to Valeth and takes her hand and say, "What can I do for you?"
Just let me rest. Just let me sleep, and I'll be fine. But thank you for the concern.
Not now, Ness.
Let me find you
I'm tired.
Huh?
Let me find you somewhere comfortable to sleep.
All right.
Does that count? Drink?
Whatever.
Somewhere comfortable.
Awesome. I'm gonna cut this to a bit of a close here. You guys make as best a home you can in that little farmhouse that doesn't belong to you. If there was any hubbub about the affair yesterday, no one will hear about it. It gets pushed under the rug. But no bodies were found. You will hear tomorrow, the next morning. No bodies were found underneath that house. Also, go up a level. You're now level. You did remember to go up the level last time, right? It just occurred to me that you remember that.
Yes, we did.
I remembered the health spot, but I didn't remember to put up my points. That's why I kind of
I'm going to double check, but I'm not sure if I remember to update my sheet or not. But
Do it. You also get to level 3, which is pretty cool as levels go. Level 6 is where it's at, of course. That's when you get a specialization. Yeah.
okay. So I think we should level up after we finish this stream, because I don't think we need to level up in front of people.
That's rude. You can't level up in front of someone. I mean, you don't know them.
We don't.
Can I actually leave on one thing? Now that if anyone is bothered watching this far, I salute you. But one of the main themes of this is very much like a Mass Effect 2 style recruiting aids, assets. Okay. Now I'm gonna be coming up with a series of characters for it, but I thought it'd be a great idea if people who watch this have an idea for a character concept they want to see in this game, send it to me. And I will take a look, and if it fits with the narrative, I'm going to bloody use it. And I'll even credit you for it, because I'm nice like that. Although I won't be able to pay you, because I'm poor also. Okay? What do we think about that? Is that a good idea?
Yeah, I think that sounds really cool.
Awesome. I
know my husband has some ideas kicking around, so that
I know.
send your
I'm
way.
still waiting on his email.
Yeah.
He's so busy.
He's slow like that.
And one thing though, I just feel like I have to kind of explain Mess's behavior right now, because usually it's more like a silent, maybe rude type, but seeing as Valeth were close to death, and he kind of sees this group as his only family, so
Yeah, it makes sense. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that at one point Feril's probably going to break down too, but she just don't feel it right now because she lost her friend back in Orlais, and she doesn't care about that, so she just keeps everything at a distance.
So, real question is Firiel a sociopath or just nasty?
Or maybe she's just suppressing her emotions because she doesn't know how to handle them.
Yes. That was cool, though. I actually threw some enemies that were like level 4 at you, and it actually showed. The problem I'm having with the Fate Swaying group at the moment is that the enemies I send against them, they get trounced. But then again, you're a party of 3, and that shows a big difference, because they're a party of 4, and I think that makes hell of a big deal. Good to know.
We have a question in the chat. Snoodog said, would be nice to know classes of the characters you might recruit, if they're going to make concepts.
Well, the classes are only ever mage, warrior, and rogue. What's really interesting is what's known as the background packages, or the origins. They're what make the character a little different. Plus, you have the talents trees and specializations, which can make things a little bit more interesting. For example, I want to do a Mortalitasi, one of those lovers of the dead. That's Cassandra talks about. Yeah. Because I love the idea of someone who has a better social life with a corpse than she or he does with living people. And that's definitely going to be a background package. That's got to be something nice and simple. Other than that, I don't want to give too much away, but I I'm very much into the idea of inclusivity. So if you have any ideas, even if it's like half an idea and you're not sure where you're going with it, send it to the what's the best email address, do you think, Anita? Or like contact?
Well, we have our own Fateful Fumble email address that I can find for you. It is faithfulfumble@gmail.com. Very straightforward. Very straightforward.
That is very, very straightforward.
Yes.
Faithfulfumble.com.
Yeah, at gmail.com.
That's you.
Or you could send it as a message on our Facebook page. Just search for Fateful Fumble and you'll find it. Just message us. We'll see it.
That's awesome. If anyone has any other questions, just throw a message. And don't forget to subscribe and like and all that hippie stuff.
Yeah.
No, not hipster. What? Hipster stuff.
And share it with your friends if you think someone else would enjoy seeing this show. Let them know that we exist.
Yes.
Yay.
All right.
Yeah.
I think we've been playing for 5 hours. Let's call it here. Guys, you're wonderful. We'll see you next time for episode 3. Which is going to be the Apothecary.
Yes. We don't have a date for it yet, so
we will do soon enough.
We will do soon, and we will be updating our Facebook page continuously. And also remember to check out the Fateswain Saga over at Betrayal Raven on YouTube and on Facebook. They are another group, a sister group, who are playing different characters but in the same universe and in the same timeline.
Woo!
And it's super cool. And Rick is the storyteller in that one too.
I'm very used.
Yes, you are. Okay, so that's it for us tonight. So bye, guys. Thanks for watching. We love you.
Good night.
Good night.
Hi.
Stay safe.